हेलो 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 एवरीवन। गुड इवनिंग सभी को यार। आ गया हूँ आज फिर से मौत का तमाशा देखने के लिए। आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ। सब मिलके आज वैसे भी मस्ती करेंगे गाइस। आज टीएच डे 6 चैंपियनशिप वैलोरेंट का। कल वैसे भी नहीं आ पाया था गाइस, कल थोड़ा बिजी था तो उसी के बेसिस पे कल नहीं हो पाया। कल मैं ज़्यादातर नहीं टाइम पे मतलब करने वाला था, बट सोचा था कि जल्दी पहुंच जाऊंगा तो हो जाएगा, बट हुआ नहीं एज सच। तो उसी की वजह से मेनली ये प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है और कुछ नहीं। तो तो स्टार्ट करते हैं। थोड़ा सा ग्राइंडिंग करते हैं यार। कल खेला भी नहीं हूँ एकदम। कल मैंने नहीं खेला था तो पता नहीं क्या कैसा रहेगा। चलिए। सब बन जाएंगे। वैसे आया क्या है आज? कुछ चेंज किया जाए क्या गाइस, बताओ। यही रखते हैं, ये वाला रखते हैं ब्लैक के साथ। रेड ज्यादा
Match found.
स्टार्ट हो गया, चलो कोई नहीं। बोल्ट आउटलॉ। अरे यार फर्स्ट मैप ही एबिस। क्या लूँ गाइस इसमें, चेम्बर या जेट? देखते हैं सबको पहले क्या क्या लेता है, उसके बाद कोई एक तो करवाई। मेरे तो गम भी है मन पे मन है फ्री। मैं
You have good taste, my friend.
चलो दो डुएलिस्ट, दोनों के दोनों आ गए। मजा आएगा गाइस, आ जाओ। जल्दी आओ जल्दी आओ। जल्दी सब कोई आ जाओ। आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ। जल्दी 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 से आ जाओ। जल्दी से आ जाओ सब कोई गाइस, जल्दी से आ जाओ। क्या हो गया गाइस? क्या मुसीबत आ गई आपकी? हेलो 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 हेलो। माइक टेस्टिंग। हेलो हेलो हेलो। नाइस। चलो मुंबई सर्वर अटैकिंग मिला रे यार। पहला ही अटैकिंग मिल गया। क्या करे क्या खेले गाइस। जाओ आ जाओ मस्ती करेंगे। क्या बात है, नहीं क्या मस्ती। सुलभ ओ E3 में वो मस्ती था ये। नाइस। ओ प्लैटिनम है। सिनेमन रोल। हम्म। गोल्ड तो वैसे मैं भी था E3 में, बट वो गोल्ड 1 में था। मैं गोल्ड 3 के पार होता तो भी ठीक था। ये बहनचोद तो अभी से खेलना स्टार्ट किया है भाई। जिन्नी बारी देखूं तेनू मिले आ सुकून वे। दूर तो नहीं पारा तेरा इश्क दा जुनून वे। जिन्नी मिले आ सुकून वे। दूर तो नहीं पारा तेरा इश्क दा जुनून वे। तेनू की पता।
Here again we face our death, and again we will defy it.
चलो गाइस, भोले बाबा का नाम लेते हैं और मैच को जीतते हैं। अरे भाई, अरे जियो, नाइस। ओहो, ओपोनेंट में भी कोई नहीं है, नाइस वन। इसीलिए ही ना, मतलब क्या बताऊं भाई, सोलो खेलने में इसीलिए ही मजा नहीं आता है भाई। बहुत फालतू हो गया भाई अभी तो, पता नहीं क्यों।
I'm too far.
Hostile down. Spotted A.
ओए ओए,
Someone's defender spawn.
Stealing sight.
हाँ तो भाई तू डिस्कनेक्ट ही रहना भाई, तेरे को नहीं आने के लिए कोई बोल रहा आता ब्रो।
Teleport's ready.
One enemy remaining.
Well, this suit is ruined.
जीजी जीजी
Keep hunting them down. Their sage cannot protect
GG.
them all.
Let's make
क्या
some
मैच था
chaos.
भाई,
Is that done? I was just getting started.
Reloading.
और क्या ही बोल सकते हैं guys, देख रहे हो ना। अच्छा हुआ भाई, बहुत सही हुआ, मुझे लग नहीं रहा था कि मैं भाई। हाँ, ड्रॉ हो गया। वैसे गाइस देख रहे हो ना इसको,
Match found.
देख रहे हो ना, ये मेरे पीछे है। हाँ, ये घर का राजा है, घर का राजा भी आया है मेरा गेम देखने के लिए। एसेंट, वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट। चलो इसको चेक
You
करते
have good taste, my friend.
हैं भाई। 3 6 लॉस 4 विन, छी भाई, 3 लॉस स्ट्राइक 1 विन स्ट्राइक। फक फक भाई फक। अरे भाई मेरी तो ही ना गलती होती है भाई, मैं खेलता ही हूँ अच्छे से भाई। मेरा केडी देख रहे हो, सबसे ज्यादा है मेरा केडी। ये देखो भाई 1.2 ऑल मैप ऑल एक्ट में, सारे एक्ट में मेरा केडी देखो भाई। अभी सिर्फ DCT V25A5 का ये देखो भाई, केडी मेरा 1.20 है, प्लस 0.01 भाई। इसके बाद भी अगर कुछ नहीं होता है भाई, टीम ही अगर ऐसा चुतियाप मिलेगा भाई, तो कैसे खेलेंगे, है ना। देख लो भाई, 52% विन चांस होता है मेरा इस मैप पे हमेशा, ऑल मैप सॉरी। हाँ, ये देखो 1.11 भाई, 1.11। किसी का भी नहीं होगा, किसी का भी बहन का लौरे का नहीं होगा इतना भाई। आठ के बाल जैसा सब खेलते हैं भाई, क्या बोलूं। वो भाई, करियर देखता हूँ भाई। अरे भाई भाई भाई, वो ये अच्छा खेल रहा
Hola,
है
mi
भाई।
reina. Make way for the queen.
Yes. Nope.
आ जाओ गाइस, जल्दी आओ जल्दी आओ जल्दी आओ, मैच देखेंगे
Yes.
फिर मस्ती करेंगे, जल्दी आ जाओ।
No. Yes. No.
Jonah,
Yes.
we got this.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yes.
अब ये ब्रिम नहीं आ रहा है भाई, क्या बकचोदी है भाई। कोई तो एक बंदा पिक लो। अरे क्या
Fall back.
fuck? देखो
Satisfied.
Reloading.
जेट भी है, जेट लो है, जेट लो है ऑलरेडी, समझ दिया।
Yes.
Dizzy's up. Somebody's there.
साइपर ए पे, साइपर ए पे, बी पे ट्राई करो यार इनको
Our
लेने की।
spike's down.
Spike down mid.
Got the spike.
ए पे मत आओ, ए पे मत आओ,
Careful
एंट्री
here.
लो भाई। ये इतना अरे
Our spike is down.
Spike down A.
नाइस वन रैंडम।
Careful here.
बाइक उठाओ यार, बी पे जाओ यार।
I have the spike. Fall back. Careful here.
30 seconds left. One enemy
ओ नाइस वन,
remaining.
नाइस वन।
There.
Ten seconds left.
Spike planted.
Close it down, close it down.
एक मेन चेक करते रहना, शायद मेन से भी आ सकता है वो। डोर डोर
Here.
घूम के आएगा, घूम के आएगा, सही यहाँ से आ सकता है।
Here.
Last player standing.
नाइस वन। नाइस वन।
Commendable. Again.
चलो भाई जाके मजा दिखाते हैं इन लोग।
Safety's off.
Gun here.
Enemy spotted B.
Spike down B.
बोला तो ना
That's a good sign.
Last player standing.
भाई बाकी लेके आ गया शोट। मेन पे ही है वो, इधर ही है। ये कुछ अजीब खेल रहा है भाई, ये तो ना टीम के साथ जा रहा है ना कुछ।
Launching smoke.
Enemy down.
Smoke's down.
Thirty seconds left.
Very easy to kill.
10 seconds left.
नहीं आएगा। भाई साहब जज नहीं है, देखना पड़ेगा।
Reina, I must say how nice it is to work with you. It is so hard to find partners with your experience.
Can someone get this? Thank you.
A gift.
Thank you.
Keep your eye on
राउंड सेव
target.
ही कर लो यार भाई एक पिक दे दे भाई ओह
Enemy spotted mid.
For you.
Reloading.
Reloading. Here.
Spike dropped.
I got the spike.
अरे भाई कैनो
Forgive me. There.
এরা না সাইডে ঢুকছে না
Smoke's
কিছু
down.
শুধু ইয়ে করে যাচ্ছে भाई आ जाओ बैकस्टैप जेट बैकस्टैप रेना बैकस्टैप
Enemies are A.
Last player
Get
standing.
down.
सीधा हार वो है
We do what we do. Get back to chilling.
Saving.
Enemy spotted me.
अरे যা ইচ্ছা তাই মারছে ভাই কি মারছে रेना बैकस्टैप जेट पे भाई यार ये टीममेट लड़ा
Last
Carries
player
down.
standing. Spike down B.
Now we're cooking.
जीजी भाई जीजी हार होगा तो
Let's
मूर्ति
kill that Reyna. Our team's got soul. I want to keep it that way.
The drop.
এগুলো থ্রো করছে তো
Can someone get this? Thank you.
Equipment.
Thank you. Need help. Can someone get this? Need help. Here. Dream big.
Low smoke करना mid. Low नहीं sorry gun.
Yeah, it's like that. Thrash is ready.
भाग माता फिरोज भाग बड़ा छांट का बाल
Plant the spike, wings.
भाग
Spike
ले बड़ा
taken.
भाग
Thanks, little man. Fall back.
That works.
One enemy remaining.
भाग
Impressive.
Want more? Sorry.
Trust me, they will make mistakes. When they do, take advantage.
Reloading.
That's a good spot.
Reloading. Right here.
Begins.
My ult is ready.
माँ की चूत
Enemy
अरे
spotted.
Reloading.
Trap destroyed.
Target down.
आना ब्रो आना 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 एक पिक देना आजा come back Gecko come back
standing.
B के बाद he's mid.
Cállate.
30 seconds left.
Op ले ले हाँ bro. Op को से. भाई पिघले बड़े हमारे साथ.
They don't have a
They are
thing.
so dead.
हाँ क्यों तू है बड़े हमें.
Need help. Reloading.
Equipment. Can someone get this? Thank you.
जेट्टा के शवारा के मारो हम.
Dizzy's up top.
Enemy spotted B.
Wingman's planting. Spike planted. Thanks.
A gift.
Dizzy has target. Nice one, Dizzy. One enemy
Teleport's
remaining.
ready.
You had your fun. My turn.
One enemy remaining.
Resource.
मारो मारो ढूंढ के मारो बहन के लौड़े को.
Up you go. There.
अरे 120 बहुत लो है वो. एक शॉट का है बस. अब उठा ले.
Tagged and tagged.
Nice one, thank you.
What will it be this time? Have any patterns emerged yet?
ये लगन
Gun here.
Gun here.
भाई किसको दिया आप?
Reloading.
मिड मुझ पे छोड़ दो, बाकी सब कोई साइड पे घुसो यार प्लीज. मुझ पे छोड़ दो.
That works.
Get out of my way!
It's all you, little homie.
There.
Wingman's gonna plant spike. Spike's digging. Thanks, little man. Rash is ready.
Backstab, get backstab.
Last player standing.
Opponent
Nice one,
killed.
Sage. Heaven. ऑप ले ले ब्रो. भाग जा.
Clutch.
Nice one, good round.
I am not just your healer.
ये backstab आया है. रुक जा भाई.
Gentle Sage is not so. You need a drop.
Thank you.
इसको करना है.
Can someone get this?
That's a good spot.
Thank you. Can someone get this? Thank you. Thank you. What do you need? Thank you.
Well done.
हाँ, चुद गया मार.
Receive.
Smoke's down.
अरे इधर ही है. स्मोक के अंदर है ब्रो.
Up and away.
Reloading.
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 Your duty is not over.
That was unpleasant.
Reloading. Here.
Carrier down.
Spike down B.
They found my trap.
Here.
Stim beacon down.
One enemy
That
remaining.
one's dead.
Light planted.
Careful here.
Teleport's ready.
I know exactly where you
Here.
are.
This shit is ruined.
So, do we mix it up? Double down? Let's talk. Can someone buy me, please?
Can someone get this?
ब्रेम करेगा आप
Right here.
Don't smoke mid, don't smoke mid. दोनों साइड पे जाओ यार, साइड पुश कर दो. Man, he shoot.
A gift.
Brim आजा, brim आजा, brim आजा. Smoke डाल.
Cutting their vision.
Plant the spike, Wings.
Someone's there. Spike planted.
Return.
Thanks, Wings.
Reloading.
मैं बाहर ही
Careful
here.
Teleport's ready.
Fall back. One enemy remaining.
वो बोट हाउस पे है, बोट हाउस पे. देखा ब्रो कैसे एकदम फिर से आ गया मैं. टॉप
Hey, little man, pump us up. Let's hear it.
भाई पता है मुझे, मैं टॉप फ्रैग करूंगा. मर लिया हूँ ब्रो.
Reloading.
That works.
Wes, keep your guard up.
Backstab, bitch.
Still got it.
Nice one, nice one.
Launching smoke.
Reloading. Stand down.
Oh, nice one.
Wingman's planting. Dizzy's up.
Spike sticky. Thanks, little man.
Nice.
One enemy remaining.
My ultimate is ready.
My turn.
Mosh pit.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, well played.
That's right. You tell him.
Last round in the half.
Time to spend this cash.
Reloading.
Spike is here.
Reloading.
आजाओ guys, आजाओ.
We got
Have a
this.
good time out there.
The hunt
Enemy spotted
begins.
A. My ult's ready.
Your duty is not over.
Back where I belong.
That's a good
Fall back.
spot. One less. My ult
You
is
will
ready.
not kill my ally.
Enemy spotted.
Not your best.
Reloading. Cutting their vision.
Dizzy's up top. Somebody's there.
Enemy spotted A.
that's not ready.
Man's gonna plant spike.
One enemy remaining.
Open up the sky!
Teleport's ready.
Last player standing.
Left में left में.
मेरे को अरे भाई
Clutch.
ठीक है भाई हमारा भी डिफेंडिंग है
Switching sides.
Need a drop. You're just back.
Can someone get this?
Need a recharge.
Someone buy me, please.
Can someone get this? Can someone get this? Thank you.
Right between the eyes.
जेट बोट हाउस
Last player standing.
ये तेरे नीचे इधर
Spike planted.
ठीक है
He says their bullets tickle.
A gift.
Dizzy has targets.
Here.
Enemy spotted mid.
Enemy A.
Many enemies. There.
Enemy A.
Caution here.
There.
Caution here.
Teleport's ready.
Enemy spotted mid. Caution here.
Here.
I can't miss.
Thirty seconds left. One enemy remaining.
we
Spike down A.
Teleport's ready.
There.
Spike here.
इधर ही है नाइस वन
We're barely worth the effort.
Still top frag
Healing you.
thank you भाई
If you are not doing well, keep trying. We must keep up appearances.
Gun here. Gun here.
There.
Reloading.
That works.
B multiple B सब यार है.
Smoke's down.
Here.
Launching smoke.
Rena B. भाई क्या चूतिया था भाई क्लो. Oh man. Oh, nice one.
Feeling felt. Out of charges. One enemy remaining.
Spike here.
Spike down. B.
Call out
Nice one, nice one.
What are they doing over there? When the play's not working, call an audible.
Does anyone have funds? Does anyone have funds? Merci. That's a good spot.
Someone's
Let them
there.
come, let them come, let them come. आने दो. ये देख
Here.
ले, ये ट्री देख ले को. बस.
Trap destroyed.
Telemetry saved.
There.
Up and away.
इधर ही है,
Here.
इधर ही है, Rena इधर.
There.
Caution here.
B हो सकता है, B हो सकता है.
Enemy spotted B.
30 seconds left.
Reloading.
Spike down. B.
Somebody's there.
One enemy remaining.
You had your fun. My turn.
One enemy
ओ
remaining.
भाई.
Healing you.
नहीं मरता हूँ क्या हमेशा भाई. ठीक है मेरा होगा.
10 seconds left.
Reloading.
Weapon here.
Fall back.
Stay alive.
They
I
are
want
so
their life,
dead.
not yours.
Equipment.
That works.
Thanks.
What do you need?
Focus now. Eyes off me.
आजा आजा आजा.
The hunt begins.
There.
Careful here.
वो ट्रिप पे फंसेंगे, ट्रिप पे फंसेंगे.
Enemies are mid. Enemy mid.
Reloading.
Beautiful!
Reloading.
One enemy remaining.
There they are.
That's the line.
Transport's ready.
Stand tall. We are Valorant. We are fighters.
लॉल भाई की मैच. टॉप कोना से एक्स्ट्रा भाई. शॉट भाई 3% शॉट हमारा.
That's a good spot.
Right there.
Caution here. Caution know what to do. No.
Get out of my way!
Dizzy has targets.
Any wall raised. Reloading.
Mid हो सकता
Nice. Careful here.
भाग गया
You will not.
Pull back. Got him.
Many enemies mid.
Open up the sky. Sit still.
nice one
Impressive.
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid. Team Ace.
अरे एक राउंड में मारो
This is what we do!
Match point.
Their heads in the guillotine. Now pull.
A gift.
हाँ बोलो
Let's see how it goes. Somebody's there.
Train harder.
It's all you, little homie.
Enemy spotted A.
Fresh gun.
One dead. My ultimate is ready.
Someone's there.
Last player standing.
ठीक है जी आराम से
Spike planted.
चलो भाई
Fully smoked.
One enemy remaining.
Still.
शॉटगन है उसके पास देख
ये इधर ही कॉर्नर में छुपा होगा नहीं तो हेल हो सकता है भाई पहले डिफ्यूज पे बैठ जा भाई कहीं ना कहीं तो होगा अरे इसे खत्म करो भाई जल्दी
Look your enemy in the eye. It helps with accuracy.
आजा भाई सब
No prisoners.
आप भाई मिड पे
Gun here. They will come. Enemy spotted B. Down and out.
Launching smoke.
अरे पीछे इधर
I know exactly where you are.
Last player standing.
भाई वो अभी भी इधर है
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
Smoke's down.
One enemy remaining.
यार सब खेल रहे हैं भाई, बहुत गलत खेल रहे हैं.
Once more into battle. I'm not tired.
Need a drop.
Does anyone have funds? Merci.
Thank you.
We got this, we got this.
Do better. That works.
My wingman's down.
मिड पे है, मिड पे है. ट्री से एंट्री ले रहा है.
Enemy and attacker spawn.
Enemy spotted A.
Stage heal chamber, picture.
For you. Enemy spotted A.
Spike planted.
ब्रिम आगे से जा.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
nice.
Teleport's ready.
Nice.
Enemy spotted A.
GG.
Nice.
Well played.
Molly.
Hey!
Thanks.
Reloading.
Sorry to spoil the party.
GG, well played.
Defenders win.
Good work. Let's evac this rock before it falls out of the sky.
Ascent भाई always सबसे, but यार Ascent निकाल दे भाई, ये अच्छी बात नहीं है भाई. एकदम अच्छी बात नहीं है भाई ये. चलो मैच रिप्ले देखते हैं भाई. मैच रिप्ले देखते हैं गाइस, मजा आएगा. Always top fragger, always top fragger. I know that guys, I know that. Always top fragger. चलो गाइस, वॉच पार्टी देखते हैं थोड़ा सा कैसा चल रहा है भाई अभी. जो अभी तक स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ है वैसे भी. MIBR वर्सेस फैनेटिक अभी तक स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ है. ये बस स्टार्ट होता है ही हम लोग फिर मस्ती करेंगे गाइस. सबसे पहले मैं आता हूँ थोड़ा देर में, 2 मिनट, 2 मिनट में आता हूँ. ओके, फिर मजे करेंगे. चलो गाइस. हेलो 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 एंड आई एम बैक। चलो फिर से खेलेंगे गाइस, मजा आएगा। आ गए सब, कहाँ गए भाई, आ जाओ। कितना मिला था भाई तो लास्ट टाइम? माइन 23 23 23 23 20।
Match found.
कोई ऑनलाइन आया? सनसेट।
You have good taste, my friend.
वाह भाई, मेरा केडी बहुत सही दे रहा है भाई। विन परसेंटेज 51 49 46, हाईएस्ट डैमेज पर राउंड, हाईएस्ट 174, 116 45, हेडशॉट परसेंटेज 17%। 3 लॉस स्ट्राइक पे चल रहा है भाई ये, 1 लॉस स्ट्राइक में 1 विन स्ट्राइक पे चल रहा हूँ। नाइस वन, नाइस वन। अरे भाई जल्दी लो ना यार, इतना टाइम कौन लगाता है भाई। चलो डिफेंडिंग मिला है, मजा आएगा। डिफेंडिंग में एक चीज बहुत सही लगता है मेरे को भाई, अरे इनमें
Their jet
ग्राइंडिंग
is
है।
nothing compared to ours. Let's crush that copy.
चलो इसमें मेरा शॉटी बहुत भाई। B, smoke,
Here.
smoke, smoke, low. Low, smoke, fast. Rotating.
Enemies are in.
Excusez-moi.
साला।
Spike down A.
Enemy A.
Over there.
लीजिए 113 है सेज।
Spike planted. Last player standing. Hey.
Chamber, let me borrow one of your guns, please. Come on, man, please.
माँ कसम बोल रहा हूँ अगर एक बार हफ्ते पे चढ़ गया ना भाई ये
Every choice matters.
BB
Here.
smoke
Teleport's gone. I win again.
that's so
Enemy spotted.
खाया उसने, खाया, हेड खाया।
ठीक है रोटेट कर रहे भाग रहे ए पे जाओ ए जाओ मैं बी संभाल लूंगा
So close.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A. 30 seconds left.
Spike's A.
nice one
If it were easy, we wouldn't improve.
That's a good spot.
Just mess him up.
My territory, my rules.
Spike planted.
Now.
Terminus.
Last player
अरे
standing.
हट 80 jet
One down.
Take aim, Zenfire. Let's not complicate it. Who will I spot first? A gift.
Dizzy has targets.
Get out of my way.
जो भाई एरा
Here. Yeah.
Enemy spotted A.
Teleport's ready.
One enemy remaining.
Nice one.
Making cover.
Spike planted.
No distraction.
Last player standing.
That's not ready. This is less than ideal.
Oh my.
That's what training gets you.
They are so dead. That works.
Multiple enemies mid. On my mark.
Oh, I'm enjoying this.
Enemy spotted mid.
Spike down mid. One enemy remaining.
Reload. I'm ready.
Can someone buy me, please?
Appreciate it.
ऐसे door close कर दे वो.
Slow by. That's a good spot.
Thanks.
मत दिला भाई, इसकी एक किल है.
Enemy A. Enemy spotted mid. My ult's ready.
A पे ही आएंगे वो लोग. अरे B पे.
ए पे जेट घुस गई है, जेट घुस गई है.
ऑफ है.
Had your fun.
ये deadlock के
Spike
पास.
down mid.
Bomb buddy.
कवर देगा कोई भाई? मिड पे लड़ रहा हूँ मैं 3 बंदों से.
डेडलॉक के पास ऑफ है. देख के खेलना. वो ऑफ सेव करेगा और कुछ नहीं. लास्ट इधर था.
One enemy remaining.
नाइस. अब इसके पास
Destabilizing. Making cover.
मेरा ही ऑफ लेके गया. ऑफ सेव कर रहा है वो पता नहीं तो.
साइड पे कोने में कहीं बैठा हुआ है पे वो.
गोड़ा ऑफ ले ले भाई.
Cálmate, hotshot.
One downside to being immortal. I can't play dead.
Can someone buy me, please?
भाई तेरे पास पैसा है भाई. तब भी मांग रहा है भाई. मैं कितने ले पाया मैं पहले ही बोल रहा हूँ.
ले भाई ले. वापस कर दिया.
A gift.
Can I get a drop? Thanks.
Breaking them.
Enemy spotted.
एक मिड पे है.
No PM.
75 जेट. ए जाएंगे कंफर्म.
Teleport's ready.
Folded.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
That's not ready. Oh, I am not cleaning this up.
भाई क्या मैच हो रहा है भाई?
Trying to stay serious here, but this is just so much fun.
Did they think this would be easy?
Mid smoke मत करना. Low.
Get grounded.
Sorry guys, मैं कॉल पे था.
कोई नहीं.
My territory, my rules.
लेफ्ट में है ओशन.
You will not kill my ally.
Teleport's ready.
भाई तुम लोग साइट पे क्यों नहीं देख रहे हो भाई कुछ भी?
I'm too far.
80 जेट. जेट फॉरवर्ड है.
Spike planted.
I'll take it.
Main है.
Dizzy's up top.
I'm too far.
मैं स्मोक दे सकता हूँ स्पाइक पे.
मेन कर दे.
Main कर दे. डिफूज पे बैठ मैं देख रहा हूँ.
That works.
एक आया. अरे
nice one. Well played.
नाइस वन.
Oh, surrounded by minha família. We won't lose.
भाई तो गया.
Can I get a drop? Thanks.
रेस इस पे खेल. मैं यहाँ पे ट्रिप डाल दे रहा हूँ. इस पे खेल.
चेंबर मत खेल.
मैं पिक लेके मीटिंग चला जाऊंगा.
ठीक है.
एक के बाहर है. आ गए.
Enemy spotted A.
भाई ये तो है. घुस गया.
They found my trap.
Nice.
Gotcha, fun. My turn.
Spike down A.
अरे सेज भी है.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
डिफूज पे बैठ जा bro.
लेफ्ट.
Well played. Off ले लेना भाई.
I'm just trying to do my job here.
कहाँ पे?
पहले डिफ्यूज कर ले ब्रो. टाइम है यहाँ. मैं मार्क कर दिया.
No radianite for you, wee man.
वो तेरे सामने.
They're going to scatter from my stuff. Super easy to pick off.
To all staff, our memorial for Anton Dorsey will begin shortly. Please join us in honoring the life and sacrifice.
Phantom है किसी पे?
Does anyone have funds? Merci.
रेस ये डोर पे खेल ले ब्रो. डोर.
A gift.
Enemy spotted B. Fire in the hole. Killed my car.
Well played.
Bomb buddy out. Have one of these.
Too slow.
Reloading.
35.
out. No peeking.
Teleport's ready.
One way दिया देख चेंबर.
आजा भाई पिक कर।
One enemy remaining.
Well played. ये unknown है।
तो पता नहीं कहाँ पे।
30 seconds left.
Teleport's ready.
Spike planted.
भाई कितना मतलब। Nice one, well played.
आराम से रेस भाई आराम से।
Teleport's ready. One bullet per enemy. That should be enough, yes?
मैं मिड पे खेलता हूँ बाकी सब साइड। स्मोक मत देना। हाँ स्लो।
नहीं मिड पे नहीं दे रहा हूँ।
ठीक है ब्रो।
Get out of my way!
Ciao!
Drop
My
in
ult's
a
ready.
Go get him. Reloading.
That works. Trap destroyed.
Enemy spotted B.
Spike down B.
Spike spotted B.
Nice one.
वो रेप करेगा।
One enemy remaining.
Nice one. वो रेप करेगा। रिवाइव तो देगा।
नहीं करेगा वो 1v4 पे क्या ही करेगा।
इसके गाने में बहुत चूल मस्ती हो रहा है।
Reloading.
राइट क्लियर कर। राइट में होगा।
ओ भाई ओडिन कर रहा है ये कॉर्नर में बैठ के।
30 seconds left.
रिजल्ट कर दे इधर ही है, एकदम कॉर्नर में बैठा हुआ है।
जरूरत नहीं है जरूरत।
ये वेट कर रहा है सेज सबको।
10 seconds left.
एकदम हार्ड कॉर्नर था ये। क्राउच करके बैठा हुआ है।
अबे सामने।
डोंट।
स्पैम कर। Nice one.
Grenade!
Last round before the switch.
Spend everything. Don't. They are so dead.
एक राउंड डेज मारा था।
In we go.
मारा पड़ेगा उसके बाद फिर 11 पे बैठा है। ठीक है बेटा हमारा इस बार आ गया।
Someone there.
दिक्कत पर है।
You will not kill my allies!
पीछे मिड
Back like I never left!
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
तेरे लिए वेट किया हुआ है भाई।
सामने राइट।
Clutch.
एंटी
अबे यार ये डेडलॉक साला के कब आया?
Switching sides.
Paint? Check. Charges? Check. Brakes? Nowhere in sight.
वाह बहुत जल्दी आ गया भाई ये तो यार मैं कर रहा हूँ वाला
उन पे एक तो इनिशिएटर भी नहीं था इनको के लिए अटैक।
हाँ मैं मिड देखता हूँ तो साइड पे घुसने ट्राई करूँ मैं पीक लेके आ जाऊँ।
All right, muckers, off we go.
मैं बैक साइड देख रहा हूँ।
There. Got him. Dizzy has targets.
73
Got the spike wings. My dudes.
क्लो 73 है राइट में मार्केट।
Last player standing.
भाई बीच में तो मार कम से कम।
और यार
Drop in a smoke.
I didn't bring a snack. Did anyone bring a snack? Reloading.
They are making that's a good spot. Here.
जेट यहाँ पर है जेट यहाँ पर है।
Here.
नहीं है भाई।
Drop
मैंने
in a
तो सर
smoke.
देखा भाई
अबे जेट ए पे है ए मेन पे।
यहाँ पे कोई ना कोई तो
Adieu.
बोला था ना।
नाइस रेड। नाइस वन। स्मोक दिया हूँ मत।
Gotcha.
आइजो ये चला जाए ये चला जाए ये चला जाए ये चले।
Wingman's planting.
गाइस ये साइड मिल गई है।
Spike planted. Thanks, wings.
Teleport's ready.
One enemy remaining.
78 है वो।
मिड पे था। आइसो तेरे पे देख। अरे ना।
I am sorry, we could not work out our differences.
गन ले लेता उसकी।
नहीं भाई एरिस नहीं चला।
Okay, I only have like 78 grenades left. Hopefully that's enough.
क्या करना है मिड टू बी करना है फास्ट या
पिक निकालो भाई पिक निकालो बकचोदी मत करो पिक निकालो।
वही तो पिक निकालते हैं साइड पे जो भी साइड खाली मिल जाएगा भाई घुस जाएंगे।
और डेडलॉक नेट करेगा यहाँ पे और वो रेज नेड करेगा।
ठीक है वॉल किया है। इसमें डेडलॉक है निकल जाओ रोटेट करो रोटेट करो।
Nice one.
Wingman's gonna plant spike. Over there. Spike's sticking. Thanks, little man.
Nice one.
चेंबर आते आते बैक स्टेप देख लियो.
हाँ मैं बैक स्टेप.
Try again.
A gift.
One enemy remaining.
ओए समझ नहीं आ रहा.
Up you go.
Last player standing.
बढ़िया, सब एक एक करके जाओ, बहुत बढ़िया.
इजी स्टॉल हो चुका है.
चल निकल
भाई. नहीं भाई बहुत गलत.
You know, I could just outlive them.
Nah, bullets are quicker.
Can I get a drop? Thanks.
अरे रीवर वैंडल दे दो यार कोई. किसने उठा ली? अरे दे दे भाई.
Enemy B.
Dropping smoke. Reloading.
मत घुसो. 3 लोग हैं. मत जा गेको मत जा. 3 लोग हैं यहाँ पे.
Reloading.
Killed my copy.
Nice one.
Teleport's ready.
चेंबर तू लग कर यहीं पे रहती. What?
Gotcha, fun.
भाई
My turn.
आ रहा है पीछे से. इधर से आएगा वो. मिड टाइल्स ऊपर.
Plant the spike.
30 seconds left. Last player standing.
भाई तुम लोग क्या कर रहे हो भाई?
एक काम करते साथ में सीधा घुसते हम लोग.
भाई मैं अकेला डुलिश नहीं घुसूंगा भाई. दूसरा डुलिश अपना यूजलेस है भाई. मैं नहीं घुस रहा ऐसे.
चलो थोड़ा ऐसे घुसते हैं. सीधा सबको मिलके घुसते हैं. कोई नहीं जाएगा. छोड़ो साइड पे.
बाय करियो क्लोव.
Thanks.
That works.
चलो ए पे फुल रश करते. छोड़ो मिड छोड़ दो. प्रिपेयर देख लेगा.
इसमें एक को उठाना भाई. एक को उठाना अल्ट.
यहाँ से उठा सकता है.
No distraction.
Satchel out. Dropping satchel out.
Nice shot. Hey, well played.
Reloading.
प्लांट पे भेज गेको जल्दी.
आजा.
Have one of these.
इधर राइट में.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. वो भी स्पैमर है सब. ट्रैप डाला है ना तेरे को.
नाइस वन. ट्रैप मैंने ऑलरेडी डाल दिया भाई. बैक स्टेप.
Match point.
They'll throw everything at
Easy
us
game.
Don't buy me, please.
चलो फिर से ए पे ही चलो. वो लोग ये बी पे डेडलॉक है. वो लोग 3 लोग बी पे रहते. 3 लोग एक ही रहता है. चलो ए पे फिर से करते हैं.
I need to blow something up. Grenade! Bomb like that. Here comes.
सब ओडिन करने लगे भाई. जेट भी ओडिन कर रहा है. इधर ही है. मत घुसो, मत जाओ, मत जाओ, मत जाओ। ऐसा घुस गया, ऐसा घुस गया। जल्दी बी जाओ। सब ए पे हैं, सब ए पे हैं।
Enemy spotted.
एक
Mid.
मिनट से आ रहा है ऐसा तेरे देख।
भाई ये लोग ओडिन कर रहे हैं तीनों के।
प्लांट
Wingman's gonna plant spike.
पीछे आ जा।
Spike sticking. Thanks, little man.
No peeking.
Blow him up, man.
डीके डालूंगा, डीके।
I'm out. Oh, you little homie. Shot trash.
Last player standing.
My ult is ready.
की माँ की चूत इन लोग।
If I may, I'll go in first. Thin out there.
They are so dead.
एक काम करते सुनो, उनके जो अल्ट है ना वो वेट करवाते हैं अपन एंड देन खेलते हो। हेडलॉक का हो जाएगा वेट और सेज का भी हो सकता है।
Reloading.
भाई आइसो गन मांग, आइसो गन मांग ले। गन मांग
I need
जल्दी।
a gun. Thank you.
अब साइड पे घुस।
My territory, my rules.
पीछे आ जाओ, पीछे आ जाओ, पीछे। डेडलॉक है, तुम पे आया है।
भाई तोड़ भाई मेरे को तोड़।
Satchel out. Reloading.
मेरे को गंदे।
Reloading.
ये ले।
ओडिन है उसकी यहाँ।
Spike down mid.
You will
Last
not
player
kill
standing.
my ally.
What do we learn by fighting ourselves?
Thinking out loud.
यहाँ पे रुको तो 10 सेकंड रुकते हैं।
सेव कर सकते हैं ये राउंड अपन। सेव कर सकते हैं ये राउंड।
चलो मेरे पास भाई है नेक्स्ट राउंड का। रुक जा, रुक जा, रुक जा, रुक जा, आइसो मत जा।
Enemy down.
नाइस। चलो।
Focusing. My ult is ready.
No distractions.
Stopping fire.
A gift.
Enemy spotted A. Next.
Nice one.
My turn.
A.
One enemy remaining.
जल्दी हो जीजी।
Breaking them.
Plant the spike, Wings.
Flawless.
जीजी वेल प्लेड।
Attackers win.
This is
Well
my
done.
house, baby. My house.
वन पे वन है फ्री है। वो तो किलो कौन भाई यार। দুটো ভাই কি এইগুলো यार। কমব্যাট স্কোর এত বেশি। 7 বার রেস কে মেরেছি ভাই আমি यार। মালটা আমাকে দুবার এক্সট্রা মেরেছে, এটা একবার এক্সট্রা মেরেছে। मेरे तो गम भी वन पे वन है फ्री। मैं तेरे ट्रिपल कर दे एक बार। हाँ ये रहा ऑपरेटर। बोला था ना बकचोदी नहीं बाप से। बकचोदी करते हैं भाई, इसीलिए तो मजा नहीं आता। चलो गाइस तो मैच देख लिया जाए क्या स्कोर हुआ है।
Of these former NRG players go completely separate directions, right? You have Verno joining a Brazilian team in MIBR. You have Crashies going across the
अभी तक स्टार्ट टाइम हो गया। चलो अभी तक स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ है, आते हैं गाइस थोड़ी देर में। चलो गाइस एक लास्ट गेम खेलते हैं फिर उसके बाद मैच देखेंगे. कितनी बार देखूं तेनू मिलदा सुकून वे तेरा इश्क दा जुनून वे हस के मिलदा सुकून वे जो भी तेनू पारा तेरा इश्क दा जुनून वे. Hello, 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 hello.
Who will I spot first? A gift.
Match found.
Dizzy has targets.
Again sunset.
You have good taste, my friend.
Duto gold player. Just silver player. 1.15, 50% win percentage. 155, 159. Platinum 1. 62% win. चल जाए भाई. +2. Nice one, nice one. Private. A private. भाई ये मैपটা নিস না খেললাম তো এই জাস্ট ম্যাপটা আর
Omen, you still remember the code of our former employer, right?
I remember that it always ended in death.
Go!
Get it.
Go! Gotta go!
Here. Here.
I'm out of here.
Reloading.
Gun here.
Barrier created. Reloading. I'm out of here. Healing you.
Excusez-moi.
Enemy
60 Omen.
Last player standing. 1 enemy
Good
remaining.
बहुत low है Omen.
Oh, nice one.
This is what I trained for.
Sage, you are truly limitless.
फिनिक्स शील्ड बाय किया था बाप रे।
Even I give him 30.
Gotta go.
Can I get a heal? Sage.
Come here.
That works.
Or you.
Just spike, please.
One enemy remaining.
Just kill them.
Just spike, please.
इधर इधर इधर. Spike की जरूरत ही नहीं है भाई.
Good. Keep your focus.
Gotta go.
I'll get worried.
Need a drop.
And he has really good aim, by the way.
Need a drop. Really? No one got the spike? Go, go, go!
Gun here. Gun here.
Rotation पे खेलेंगे.
हाँ जहाँ.
I'm out of here.
Pick पे खेलते हैं. Mid door open है.
Rest.
Nice one, nice one. A पे. ऐसा आजा, A पे आजा. जल्दी आ.
That's a good spot.
One enemy remaining.
Nice one.
Enemy A.
Flawless.
अरे मैं रुकने बोलने वाला था.
They are no match, though I cannot say I'm surprised.
Gotta go.
उनको
Stage मेरे को यहाँ पे wall कर दे. मेरे को यहाँ पे wall कर दे बस. मैं mid संभालता हूँ.
ओमेन नियॉन तो यहाँ से नीचे संभाल ले इन लोग.
Go, go, go.
They're in our sights.
नीचे संभाल प्लीज. कोई यहाँ से भी आ सकता है, यहाँ से भी आ सकता है.
140 फिनिक्स. दोनों पिक किए हुए हैं.
Enemy down.
Show me a target.
Heal ले ले.
उधर ही है. I saw left. Right में sorry.
Yes,
Nice one.
my ultimate is ready.
नीचे है.
मेरे को लगा ही था. ओमेन ने पुश किया. दे रहा. गैको ए पे.
One enemy remaining.
ये रहा गैको तेरे पीछे.
Last player standing.
1v1 easy.
You can add someone if you want.
नहीं ये निकाल देगा. आराम से निकाल लेगा.
Light planted.
शायद से मेन बैग. Well played भाई.
मैं पूछने वाला था डोर खुला है कि नहीं.
हाँ खुला ही था उन लोगों.
Prepare yourselves. We fight once again.
सीधा A rush करते हैं.
I'm out of here.
या फिर B rush करते हैं सीधा.
ए पे गैको और चेंबर.
चलो तो सीधा A पे rush.
A gift.
बैकस्टैप छोड़ दो, मिड छोड़ दो. सब देख लेगा मैं.
नियॉन आजा.
नियॉन आजा. आइसो नियॉन दोनों आजा. ठीक है. साथ में पुश करेंगे. आइसो आजा.
सब लोग राइट साइड से चलना.
नहीं ये देख.
Here.
Go, go. Reloading.
भाई क्या है?
Our spike is down.
अरे हट गया मैं.
Spike down A.
गन स्विच हो गई.
Destabilizing. Stop.
Last player standing.
Target their weak points. If one link breaks, the rest will follow.
एक और बार चलता
Gotta go.
मैं पहले राउंड मारा फक तुम लोग होल्ड करो वहाँ पे मैं यहाँ पे पुश ले रहा हूँ
ठीक है
Oh shit यार
Spike down mid.
Enemy B. I'm out of here.
I have the spike.
तीनों मिड
Last player standing.
all mid
It seems these strangers want me dead.
Go, go.
चेंबर मिड पे ऑफ करेगा चेंबर मिड छोड़ दो
सब मिड पे सब मिड पे
चेंबर मिड ऑफ करेगा अब यहाँ पे स्मोक डाल दे मैं यहाँ पे
नहीं सब लोग मिड पिक करो ना दो ऊपर से दो नीचे से
That works.
मैं यहाँ पे ट्रिप डाल रहा हूँ यहाँ पे ओमेन स्मोक डाल यहाँ पे एकदम डीप करके स्मोक डाल
मैं गैम्बल दे रहा हूँ अल्ट्रा के मिड पिक कर रहा हूँ
पर पहले स्मोक जाने आने चेंबर मिड पे पिक लेंगे
You want to play? Let's play.
Here we go. Sock it.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Omen 143 है राम
Not bad. Telemetry saved.
दो ए पे
My ult is ready.
पीछे तेरे
दो ए पे ए मेन
आ रहे मेन से ही आ रहे दोनों चेंबर और गेपर मिड से घुस सकते हो
अरे प्लान दो ना तो
मिड पे है मैं
fall एक और है
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Your duty is not over.
Last player standing.
80
Spike down B. 30 seconds left.
well played
Every fight is a lesson.
नहीं चली आज
They are so dead. That's a good spot. Does anyone have funds?
Can someone get this?
कौन मांगा था मैंने दे दिया
Quick feet, quick triggers.
इससे दे देना
मैंने
Go, go, go.
चेंबर ऑफ कर रहा है
No distraction.
Enemy spotted B.
ओमेन मेरे पे है
Joke's over. You're dead.
Nice try.
भाई इधर ही है
I'll spike it down.
Spike down B.
ओमेन सुन
One enemy remaining.
फिनिक्स भी ए पे
मार्केट ही है ओह नाइस ऑफ उठाना तो ऑफ उठा ले
Gun here. When we go out there, someone dies. Carry that weight. Reloading.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Reloading.
As one.
Who's next?
नहीं
A gift.
Shortcut.
Making
cover.
कवर देना।
मैं देख रहा हूँ बैक आ जाऊंगा
मैं गन लेने आ रहा हूँ।
जाना इसको मैं देख रहा हूँ। मरिए मत।
रुको मेरे को कवर दो मैं गन लेने जा रहा हूँ।
Healing you.
150.
One enemy remaining.
प्रोबेबिलिटी है यहाँ पे अपना मार्केट
कहीं तो पीछ लेगा ये
स्मोक में अंदर था यार।
ठीक है छोड़ दो आ जाओ नाइस वन
Wait until I blind them to strike.
तो बी पे एंट्री लो तो मैं ए इससे पिक लेके आता हूँ
Can someone get this?
That works.
Can someone get this?
कोई बात दे सकता है क्या बिहारी भैरव?
Thank you. Forward.
अभी आगे मत जाना मैं वो यहाँ से आने दे कोई एक नाइफ तो लेगा ही पिक
Shadows traveling.
अरे यार ये क्या टप्पा मारा है।
Target down.
तेरे एकदम लेफ्ट में हूँ उधर है
ओह
नाइस
आ जाओ ए पे आ जाओ
My ultimate is ready.
आ जाओ ये पे आ जाओ
Barrier created. Spike
ये
drop.
लेके जाना चेंबर
I have the spike.
One enemy remaining.
Enemy spotted.
मेरे पे ही है
I know what must be done. Go.
मांग लो सब बी पे जाओ
I'm out of here.
अमन बी पे जा बी पे चला जाओ
Over there.
फास्ट एंट्री लूंगा जल्दी आ जाना। सही वॉल कर दिया राइट।
मेरी वॉल यही रहेगी
मैं ए पे एक पिक लेके आता
Shadows traveling.
Opponent killed. For you.
R13
No chance.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted.
Duty is not over.
That's not who else. My ult is ready. No distraction.
That's a good spot.
नियोन आजा
One enemy remaining.
अबे नियोन
अरे भाई नाइस वन भाई
चले एएफके था क्या नियोन
Reloading.
Last round in the half.
नियोन मर के एएफके चला गया भाई उसको रेस्ट दिया
Reloading. A gift.
Here.
Gotta go.
Breaking them.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
I'm out of here. Barrier created.
Focusing.
ये आएगा खुद आएगा
आ जा साथ में
Let's not burn it.
आ गया
One enemy remaining.
Teleport's ready.
Spike planted.
अल्ट मारेगा बैक स्टेप से
मारने दो
Healing you.
Team Ace.
हाँ ऑलमोस्ट
लास्ट राउंड था
Switching sides.
Reloading. I'm out of here. Let them try to get through me. Go.
वॉल मत करना मैं एक पिक लेके आ जाऊंगा वापस वॉल कर देना
सुन वॉल में गैप रहेगा ठीक है यहाँ पे ही टिप रहेगा अपना
मैं 40 लेके बैठूंगा भाई मैं स्मोक में शॉटी लेके बैठ जाऊंगा, दो निकाल दूंगा मैं।
ठीक है, तो मैं यहाँ पे गैप रखूँ तो कैसे दिखेगा कॉर्नर से?
पे खेलो ना।
नहीं चलेगा, काफी है।
अरे कोई नहीं, फर्स्ट राउंड है यार।
देख यहाँ पे वॉल यहाँ पे वॉल खत्म हो रही है।
Here.
ठीक है, बस स्मोक कर देना जैसे मैं बोलूँ। आऊंगा, निकल के टीपी मार दूंगा, एक तो आएगा ही।
आ रहे।
हाँ आ रहे, स्मोक स्मोक स्मोक।
I'm too far.
Spike down B.
So long.
Reloading. One enemy remaining.
Nice one, भाई। ये क्या था? क्या था भाई? तुम लोग का।
That's not ready.
पहले तू मारेगा ना, फिर लोग देखना है कौन मारा तो।
वही तो। चेम्बर वाले के सामने से मैं टीपी किया भाई, कितना देर बाद हूँ तब भी देखे जा रहा है मुझे।
आएंगे तो भाग जाना है, ये आइसो मैं वॉल कर दूंगा। होंगे यहाँ ऐसे।
Spike down mid.
शट, मैं वॉल के ऊपर जाने वाला था।
मेरे सामने टीपी किया यो भाई, तुम मर भी गया।
एक पे मेरी फैंटम होगी, उठा लिया।
One enemy remaining.
मार ले भाई।
ये रहा यार।
भाई यूरो डायमंड
Match
का
point.
हाँ उसकी शेरिफ पे है ना ये। उसकी शेरिफ उठाई मैंने ये। कोई आ जाओ ये पे भाई, डरा क्यों रहे हो? अरे आ जाओ कोई ये पे।
They should give up now.
Guys. ए पे भी है। ए पे भी है।
जी जी भाई।
सॉरी
भाई कोई नहीं।
One enemy remaining.
लास्ट में इधर
वहीं पे।
Okay, quick break.
Defenders win.
क्या गेम था भाई वो। आ गया गाइस। What a game. Last 22. एक्टर ट्रिपल किल। चलो भाई अभी मैच देखते हैं, मजा आएगा। क्या गेम था भाई, क्या गेम था। मजा आ गया गाइस पूरा, बहुत सही गेम खेले भाई हम लोग। चलो अभी थोड़ा सा अभी मजे करते हैं गाइस, ठीक है। अभी मैच देखते हैं। हाँ जी, अभी पूरा मैच देखेंगे गाइस हम लोग। मुखरे तो नजरा हटावा। हाफ टाइम चल रहा है 5-7। ओ नाइस। क्या हो गया? चलो गाइस, चलो अभी गेम पे फोकस करते हैं गाइस। मैच का भी देखते हैं और भी मजा आएगा।
Welcome back, folks. Coinbase Econ Report at the halftime. Now, we had some big players here, Tom, but no surprise for me. And for the Coinbase Econ Report, Verno is the standout.
I'm just looking at purchases. That's the that's the one that gets me.
That's my guy.
The attack side, aggressive Odin, double entry in the last round as well, even though they lost it. This guy is very quickly becoming one of my favorite players to watch. And I'm not a huge Odin enjoyer. I just enjoy watching him use the Odin, which, you know, I think that's acceptable. It's the best of both worlds.
I'm glad someone from the core has finally convinced you.
I'm not a complete degen. I just, I'm okay with that.
You're okay with the guy running through smokes with no Odin in hand?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. He's special.
He
Everyone
really
else is a rat.
Well, myself and Ian still have words with you after this. 7-5, a 2-round gap between them, and for MIBR winning the pistol, it gave them that little bit of a leg up. But we saw Fnatic start to heat up. They finally contested, because on Bind it didn't feel like there was a contest. This felt incredibly one-sided, and when we moved to the second half, it was even more so for MIBR. This is their chance to close it out. 2-0 in both their series. A statement start to their Champions run, to their first run of any kind at an international event, at a global event for this organization.
Enemy spotted. They've already caught the early aggression out from the side of MIBR, and I think as a singular smoke has deterred their initial push. That means there's going to be so many players here. Wonderful entry, though, from Kayak. A huge initial fight that took down the defender. The spams coming through. Kayak already with the second of the round, a third even, taking over individually. This is what Fnatic were missing, especially in that last map. But with 3 already in the pistol, a few low HP players, but MLBR, well, the M stands for miracle.
Now this would be something else entirely. As we said, Kayak in the previous round, or previous half, he had that massive 3K. Helped Fnatic to course correct, to close that distance. Now he's in a spot, seemingly to have done it again. His pistol will close the gap entirely, perhaps, put us to 7-7. Kayak's going out for more, building those orbs early on, even going down isn't that bad. He's halfway to having the ultimate already.
Last player standing.
In the end, it will be pretty damn clean for Fnatic. A much-needed pistol round has been secured.
Yeah, well, we said it. The last time they played this map versus RRQ, it was an 8-0 attack half. So we are going to be looking at MIBR. Now I'll say, you pick this map, you better be ready for that. But I'm pretty sure RRQ picked this map as well, so it doesn't always ring true. They've at least got to see what Fnatic have been doing, and I'm sure Brod has been cooking in the lab, maybe not with the comp, but at least with how they're going to deal with that. Aspas maybe considering taking some early space, but you just have to look at what's on the board. It's not even a Sheriff, Mitch. It is literally nothing.
Yeah, that's why they're stacked up so heavily towards this A side. Putting all their eggs in one basket, throw the early knife, hope that Fnatic assume that because they haven't been caught by the knife, MIBR will have rotated, they'll be stacked up on the other side of the map, and then you go running into the stack on A. That's not a bad idea. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out. We can see that Fnatic, at least to start, are bringing this towards the B site. Crashy's even giving up that full control over A main. It's already locked in. They'll be waltzing in to a site that's, I mean, it's not even defended. Cortesi is miles away.
They'll claim an orb. I imagine unless... Yeah, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say go down to the spike, but I forgot that this is a thing. incoming Lothar copy pasta on Twitter for the 8th time. And more importantly, for Fnatic, it is a flawless round. Even though they don't get all the orbs, the main thing is they keep all of the weapons. So you look at the purchase that's going to be coming up, it's similar to the last half. I think most teams are running it like this now because of that huge range advantage and the good chance that you're going to find a gap. Because of that, a bonus round, it's barely a bonus. The only difference is they have denied them having any form of ult, which with Kayak and Crashies both having a few orbs each, I actually think that's well worth it.
Yeah, bonus round with Boaster on the operator. That's something. Quite a big bonus.
A wise man once said, that's how daddy plays. So let's see what he's got in the locker.
I mean, it's the one player on low credits, right? Like, it's a huge buff that you get on that attack side. Being able to take these range fights, maybe catch a player out of position, find a free opening pick. Those spams doing quite a bit of damage. We'll send Crashies back. Fnatic do take the space in the end, and for MIBR, I think waiting for numbers is almost their only choice at this point. Can't go running through those smokes.
Yeah, surviving on the B side when there's a stun going through the left side and then a grab well at the back, there's not really a safe space. The only worry now, though, is can they break back in on the retake? Already a pop flash that doesn't quite catch, but it's going to be Artsin getting ready to potentially swing through this smoke. The spam trying to delay them. They are just being held back, and somehow Kayak is just dodging all the bullets. They can't expect anybody to be here, but they've been able to find the early trades. The stun was decent, but it doesn't matter, but now it's all onto Boaster. In that backline again with the operator, facing off against a man who is a master of that gun. But that time is ticking desperately low, and he does not flinch. It is Boaster in the post plant, and Fnatic in the lead.
Well, compared to the last map, he's on fire now, and that's going to be a much-needed confidence boost for Boaster. Great reactions from MIBR. You can see Aspis up top, taking the fights deep, and as the push comes around towards that spawn, towards the bridge, he's there to cover his teammates from above. A big player in that retake, but Boaster
Are we in an alternate universe?
How so?
Boaster just won a 1v2 clutch versus Aspas.
With an op.
Yeah, it feels like someone moved a chair a few million years ago and we've ended up here, but he's always been good with the operator, to be fair. Just shows it every once in a while, and the main thing was not falling for the bait, waiting for that time to be low enough that even if Aspas had let go, it was all irrelevant. And after a poor map one and a shaky start to this map, and now finally starting to see what we expect from Fnatic, the team that on this half of Abyss absolutely battered RRQ.
Yeah, and well, the attack half, I think Boaster was 13-1. He died a single time. Still time for that performance.
Yeah. He didn't use an op though, at least to my memory.
Don't think so, no. Certainly not in the bonus round.
Good
Deep
stack
dive
up
from Kayak. I mean, he's been doing well with this stun. It's going to catch a few again, but he takes quite a bit of damage through that cage. It doesn't seem to matter. MIBR have such a heavy disadvantage in every fight they go for. As soon as those advantages are there for Fnatic, this becomes an unlosable round.
Even still, Fnatic are going to want to keep this one nice and clean, a chance to really build up some of those ultimates as well. Hunter's Fury already available, and Convergence Path, the way layout, just one away. That's why Kayak is on the hunt. He would like that ult for the next round. He's going to get it. I thought maybe he'd get it by dying, but no. It really has been a turnaround in the second half for him. He's now 14-10, which, considering I would say like 8 or 9 rounds in, I think he was 2-7.
Yep.
That's a really big resurgence from a critical player. Especially when you look at his role in this fight. If he's not taking that space, they're cooked.
Well, the wind's certainly picking up. Come on! In favor of Fnatic. It's carried them into the lead, a 9-7 after a 7-5 half. Now the rifles come out from MIBR. Now the op is in the hands of Aspas, and this has to be where things change for the defensive side. America's number 4 chose to fight on this map. Mistake that RRQ evidently made.
Yeah.
Up against Fnatic.
The front said they've got this on the stage as well.
Yeah.
Don't worry, no one will clip that if you lose.
But it's hard not to feel confident after the schooling that they gave Fnatic in map number 1. It certainly feels like they've woken the beast.
Oh, immediate trade. The operator. Convergence path's going to go through, but there's nobody in this position. And I'm wondering if we might just see Jenum step right back in. He does. That's such an important kill. It gives them the advantage. Puts them on the front foot. I'm looking at where Fnatic are going. They're looking to try and get a little bit more aggressive, but the drone's so impactful. Using it a little earlier. We saw them struggle with that on the attack half. Boaster goes swinging? All right, they're looking like a completely different team to map number 1, just taking the firefights. Okay, sure, it's still individualistic, bitch, but now it works.
Some explosive impact from the IGL of Boaster. That operator being picked up has made a hell of a difference, and for MIBR, not quite the difference they were looking for. Even the way the round starts out, Aspas looking for a pick on mid, he gets one, instant trade from Boaster. Yeah. Aspas who? Not Boaster's.
All right, okay.
Boaster's the op supreme now.
Good luck in your DMs later tonight. I'm going to tell you now, the rest of that sentence is not being translated. It's just those 2 words.
Oh, no. Well, double digits locked in.
Your life has just flashed before your eyes, haven't you? You realize what you've done.
Mistake's been made. The mistake has been made. Aspas has got me. We made content. It was a good time. We're having our laughs.
Yeah, this is you're wasting your time. None of this is being translated.
Yeah.
No one cares.
It's done. But yeah, double digits for Fnatic now. 3-round lead, and as we've seen from MIBR, once they see that pace picked up on the other side, they're going to call a timeout. This has been 5 in a row for the side of Fnatic now, though.
Wake up, hello! Let's go!
Alpha's having a good time.
That's a dangerous sign.
Yeah, he did die immediately in that round, but he's still there to step up.
Well, he enjoyed what he watched.
Exactly, yeah. He got to see it from every angle. Exactly. Whichever one he chose. It's going to be a timeout for MIBR, and you can understand why. 5 rounds in a row, both the buys that they've had have failed, I want to say miserably. And right now, at least, like they've had advantages in a fair few of these rounds. And these words are going to come out of my mouth, Boaster has then turned around with the operator.
Do you reckon when Alpha died, he was spectating Boaster? When he went straight to that POV?
No.
I reckon he did just to make fun of him.
Yeah, as if he whiffs, he's like, bro, I would have.
No pressure, bro, no pressure. I can see it.
They're definitely feeling confident, that's for sure. This attack side of Abyss, well, it's still flawless. We are currently talking about them winning. I don't know, is that 13 rounds in a row on their attack? If you exclusively take their attack rounds.
I was going to say, where have you gotten that from? But yeah,
exclusively their attack rounds on this map.
Yeah.
See if that ends now that I've said it.
Probably. It is a weaker buy for MIBR on Aspas, but that's because he's got a Blade Storm. The rest of the squad armed to the teeth. But the op now on Shenum, thanks to, obviously, the Blade Storm being prioritized. You can't swap that with your teammate. But Fnatic seem to have a lot of preference towards this B site. They're finding the space for free as MIBR constantly set up for these retakes, but so far, they have not been working out in favor of that defense.
But they can't stand on that left side of the site because of the breach combination. Already, Hunter's Fury, it's such a tight corridor to try and make your way through. Alfia also in the backlines. It seems like they have a decent idea that there's a player here, but it may not matter. A little bit shaky and actually turning things back now into a 3 versus 3, but that post plant still sits and they haven't managed to deal with that player in the backline. Artsin doing his best. Alfia yet to truly swing, but Crashy's once again taking over, and Aspas, I think he got lost on the way.
Does appear to be the case. For Fnatic, hey, they'll take it.
He was trying to kill them from off the side of the map. I understand.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was trying to find an angle, and then when there's the one, But then he needs his teammates to not die, otherwise that looks quite silly.
Yeah. Well, he got his one, he traded it out, and the main thing has been it's very difficult for them to fight towards that back of B site, so you having that extra angle to fight from, it got them a pick, a valuable one, but they couldn't capitalize on the space. MIBR,
same, exact same execute.
They're facing the same attack, and there's no real solution. You know, you get the grab wall there to try to pull them in for the pick on backside, but with that not being offered up, we're back to square one.
Yeah, they've repositioned these trips into a million different places, but if you don't have anybody on the left side of the site, you can't kill anyone off of them. We are into this same post bar. Now this time, Cosmic Divide, that's at least going to make things interesting, but look at the Fnatic players immediately running back through into the site, looking to join in, and there's that flank coming through once again. It may not even be needed. The players on the site doing good work, the wraparound from Artsim, but now he's all that remains, and he's completely surrounded. That tap will be heard and quickly cleared. Fnatic's B-site execute is looking, well, unstoppable. That's the only word I could use in this scenario. Maybe impeccable as well. That is another streak. Lamar, if they do win this out flawlessly, Mitch, I've just realized how many rounds in a row they would win on that attack side. It's exactly the same as versus RRQ.
History has a way of repeating itself.
It's not normally that soon.
Yeah, back to back, that's a hell of a feat. The Fnatic looking to have corrected every mistake from the previous map. They're playing together, this team, this unit, looking much sharper.
Like, you're not doing this again.
How about they have to do something? The retakes haven't worked, and now it's time to fight for this ground. Fnatic putting a rolling thunder through. There's some utility to cover the fallback, and Aspis makes it out, but they've lost Shenham. The cross on mid, caught, and Alpha's out of there for free with the cages. And look at the spike. It hasn't gone through the choke point. Fnatic haven't overcommitted. They haven't taken the same space as before, and now the A site's open for the rotate.
When they don't even necessarily have to commit to that. You can see the rotation from MIBR, and of course they're going to rotate. You've lost 2 players in middle. You've got to expect that players are making their move, but I'm looking at the position of Boaster and starting to question, is this a lurk, or is this them going to wrap back through mid? Because this is what Althea has been doing the entirety of the match so far. They know they can get into this position. The only man standing in their way is Verno.
It's going to be a single clear. Alpha on his own, but he doesn't get dropped. Verno was expecting the swing. The PC utility being taken out. Caught him off guard.
30 seconds
No
left.
punish. That means MIBR sit with the disadvantage now. A storm brewing. Not in front of, but all around. Oh, Cortesia. He's stuck in this corner. He can't get out without a big fight. Finds his first. Kron is low, and he'll fall as well. 12 seconds, Spike down. They need to deal with Cortesia, and they will. 7 seconds, Spike makes it to site, and a plant will be secured. Fnatic can still end it here. Aspis, the last man standing, the final hope of MIBR on this map, but the flawless streak continues for Fnatic. A dominant showing, a bounce back for the ages on Abyss, and map 3 of Haven's on the horizon.
They are 16-0 on attack rounds of this map. It is definitely looking like their new home turf, and honestly, I'm waiting to see who's going to be the first team to even take an attack round, or a defensive round, I should say, versus this squad. Nonetheless, we'll be back after the break.
What? Thank you. Feed me, Phil. Feed me. Hello! Wake up, bro! Wake up, hello! Let's go! You getting stressed, eh?
Game changers. It's about competition, pure happiness.
It's like a crazy experience. We're making history.
It means so much to us. It's good to be back.
I guess you know what I've been looking for, success.
The beauty of gaming is it doesn't matter who you are. And as long as I'm good enough,
Everybody's getting a 4K!
I can go as far as I want.
That's what I like to see, baby!
全世界都会知道我们的厉害。
what a response from Fnatic. We will be heading to our map 3. For now, I've got Doug here with me. That was a crazy second half of Abyss, and I think Fnatic not losing a single attack side again is ridiculous.
It's insanely impressive, and I think they're showing a lot of the same looks. I mean, you think about that B hit that they would drop with the grab well and then the stun from Breach almost every round, and it was just so effective. MIBR obviously struggled on trying to play around it, and they just looked so good on the attack. I don't know how they're doing it, but to have a spotless record here on the attack side of Abyss is insanely impressive.
It's ridiculous, and they played a lot of attack sides too, so it's not like, you know, a fake stat of like 1 or 2 rounds.
Right.
And the reason we're showing you this Thrifty followed by a ridiculous op clutch is that there's something about Boaster and Abyss, which he was never good on this map as a caller or an individual player, but what is going on?
He hit a different form in this map in particular. You think about this 1v1 right here that he gets against Aspas off the tap. He calls the bluff. He's convinced that he's going to get flanked around, but he plays his timing so perfectly the entire time. And I think Boaster just played at a different level on this map for sure.
We missed the kill. We missed the
that
second
was the important
kill.
one,
There
right?
was
The kill
one.
on Aspas. That's the big one.
Yeah, and also, I mean, I guess outside of Ye, how many Astro attack offers do we even see? It's kind of his thing, right?
Yeah, it's certainly becoming it. Yeah, we don't have very many of them. I think there were so many things that were just going so well. And honestly, Sue, when you get a perfect attack half, there are a number of things that go well for you, right? They're not just off of the back of one player or even 2 players for that matter. And I think for Fnatic, everything was clicking well. Crashies was being Crashies. We've talked a lot about Boaster and what he was able to do, but Alphair was another one who it seemed like he was just single-handedly willing them into spots. His control over mid was so good. Even this round in particular, they knew that the hit was headed B. They wanted to rotate over. Fnatic call a freeze. Alphair catches the rotate across the middle of the map, gets 2 picks. It was perfect.
I'm glad you mentioned Crashies. I think he's had like 30, close to 30 assists already just on the 2 times they played Abyss. Tons and tons of impact. But the question is though, is this gonna dent MIBR's chances at all?
Possibly. I think this was one of my concerns, right? Heading into the series is we've seen how good MIBR look when they're winning and when they're winning real big. But this is the first time we've seen them really get challenged. And so what slips into the back of your mind? Is it your woes of when you look really bad and you bomb out in Toronto and you go 0-3 to start off stage 2? Or are they going to be able to bounce back? I think the mental for this team is the biggest question mark coming into this.
Well, I also have some questions about what was going on, you know, on the team, like you said, from the mental side. Ender actually, fortunately, is standing by with a sideline report.
Thanks, Sue. Yeah, I was able to listen in on Fnatic's comms throughout the game, and I'll tell you what, the start of it was a little bit down for the team. Boaster was uncharacteristically apologetic after he thought he could have done better to win a few rounds for the team, but then the timeouts came in for Coach Milan, and I have to say he was very impactful, had exactly the right macro reads and adjustments they needed to make, and he also said, hey, on the defense side, 4 rounds is great, anything more is fantastic. I'll tell you what, Fnatic, they got 5 rounds, and then the attack half came. And on round 15, Boaster makes the comment the last second, I'm buying it up, guys. And you know what? The response wasn't exactly enthusiastic, but you know what? He came in anyways and got that 1v1, that 1v2, taking down Aspas. And from then on, it was full steam ahead. Boaster Op was fully online, and this Fnatic team was ready to win the game and challenge for map 3. We're gonna go back up to the desk and hear a little bit more.
Thank you very much. And, you know, I once remember hearing Alpha saying that he really respected Boaster's op. He felt like, you know, he always trusted that op. But something tells me we're not going to see it on Haven. This is not somewhere that I think he's going to whip it out.
Yeah, probably not, but I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I didn't think it happened on Abyss either.
Yeah,
and
true,
so here we are. I think the big question marks for me were Fnatic got pushed on their map pick. Were MIBR going to be able to close things out? No. The second half, the attack side of Fnatic happened. Boaster's attack up happened. I think he carried it for 3 rounds in a row without dying at all. So it wasn't just one round that he found value off of it. I think we head over to Haven, another map that historically has been strong for MIBR. A map where, I mean, if you are going to call a side, right, on what might be stronger or favored heading into it, I think it would lean towards MIBR. But they're on their back foot. They just got pushed. What is the mental like? That's my big question.
Listen, I am just a hater of this comp that isn't on Genji. Anyone outside of Genji that run this, you know, the comp the Fnatic are bringing, I have not been a big fan. In the EMEA, their defense was absolutely terrible. I don't ever remember a time they managing to get one round on the defense, so that's definitely a concern. However, I take it all back because they've changed it out. They've swapped out the Neon for a Yoru. This is the first.
Yeah, and I'm honestly, I agree with you. I think if you're not Genji, a lot of other teams struggle with this comp. I think it's because you don't have the Genji players on your team, and so much of it is comfort for Genji, and that's why it's been so successful for them. And so, but that said, again, MIBR looked really good when they were running this comp. I mean, they were able to really come out of the gates.
They dominated.
Yeah, they're really coming out of the gates swimming. I'm really curious about the Yoru pick in particular. I think obviously they're prioritizing the flash and the ability to dive a little bit more incongruent with some of the scan utility and some of the other flashes that they have at their disposal. And so that feels more like we're fully diving in instead of the brawling out, throw walls up, throw stuns, and swing into things and try to take those fights that Aspas will be.
I love this change of the Yoru on the for Fnatic, because on defense there were times against KC BBL, Kayak was just standing on B, and I could never understand why he would just stand there, you know, like raw dogging the site and just dying over and over again, not even being on the map. So I think this Yoru is going to help them a lot, and I know sometimes on the defense they like giving Kayak the freedom of just saying, wherever you want to go, you can go, we'll play around you. But the defense so far today, though, hasn't been the best for Fnatic.
Yeah, you're right. I'm also, you know, when we were talking about this comp and some of the issues that it has, the duelist isn't really the problem, right?
It is for Fnatic on their defense.
Sure,
sadly.
sure. But like, when people talk about the Viper in particular and how that's like, that's the weird rub, right? And like, is that really the best choice? And so for as much as Fnatic may be making some changes, some minor adjustments, they are still sticking to that core that's been controversial, might be a bit strong, well discussed. I'm curious to see how they play around it.
MIBR have already looked fantastic on this map. Mitch and Tom, let's see which one of these teams will be going through to playoffs.
One last time, Fnatic up against MIBR. Haven is the final battleground. And if you're MIBR right now, you got to be feeling pretty good. Sure, not about the last map, but going into Haven to decide this, that's set up well for them.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that when looking back at the veto, we saw Fnatic recently playing a bit more Corrode, but decided to ban it out. So I want to see what they've got. They must have known that they'd be coming here very likely after how good MIBR played versus BLG. So the worry will be if they can deal with the problems the BLG did versus this attack side of MIBR, because it was a 10-2 half when they played in their opener.
Yeah, pick your poison really between Corrode and Haven. Aspas had a phenomenal Corrode up against BLG, but Haven looked so good. He said 13-2. The scoreline that ended up closing out in favor of MIBR. It was an attack side from Verno where he was 15-2, closing it out. The man barely died, but he drew his fair share of blood and then some. Keep an eye out for him, but Kayak, we talked about this on the desk, his the defense. The duelist can sometimes be a bit of a weakness. You can see Kayak drop off. Well, he started out with flying colors, as have Fnatic. A 5 versus 3, and MIBR trying to make up the distance with a deep push, but it's messy.
He got there in the end, and he's got support coming in from behind as well. Maybe didn't even need it. It's the wall bang for Kayak. And I do wonder if the compositional changes to allow him to be that little bit more aggressive. Like, sure, with Neon, I think you can run in with sort of set play utility or little bits of additional things, but I feel like this allows him to be a little bit more on an island. Like, he can push up and quickly get out of there and rotate over to the other side of the map. I also think, looking back at the last map, obviously there are a lot of talking points, but for me it's Alpha, yeah. I think when this team, even when, like, before they played the double duelist, before they played that and he was on this Killjoy, when he was on form on this map, that was when they looked their scariest. And he had a fantastic map too.
Classics across the board for MIBR.
They've done this a lot.
There's no real need to invest further in their mind. They can make it happen with the weak weapons. Shenum's the first, and it's Kayak that gets taken down. The upgrade is only to a Marshall. It's not going to help them out a ton, but it could weaken some players, make it a bit easier for the Classics.
In Aspas's hand.
Hardly a threat, is it?
No, not when there's one in Boaster's hands. What could you be worried about?
You're saying?
Already starting to get a little bit scary, but there's Crashies. A wonderful triple spray down. It's still going to be a very costly round, but the rifles will be kept through at least. Quite a bit of damage considering it was only the classics that they started with. But now this is where we expect things to change a little as the buyback, actually at least looking right now, the buyback from Fnatic is actually quite hefty.
Nice, come on, nice Martin. That's my brashies right there.
It was mostly crashies, not so much the brashies that time, but we'll give it to you anyways. For MIBR, yeah, they're going to get a full investment, credits on the line. But the bonus on Fnatic looking very beefy. As you said, they invested a little bit more. Boaster and Alpha pretty low on credits. But it gives them pretty much equal footing, with the exception of the Stinger on crashies.
Oh, that's the thing though, Verno has one as well. This is almost bang even, but it is like a full investment into the round. Like, this is a gamble from Fnatic, but maybe it's that surprise element. Okay, you did so much damage, you're expecting pistols, you're expecting weaknesses. Maybe you see the first rifle, you run into another position. And I'm looking where that Stinger has already got to. It's super aggro. Artsin going through this is a pretty serious gamble if he gets caught. But he will just duck out of there. Now, Boaster, is he going to get caught with Util in that? Yes, he is.
They certainly gave them no shortage of opportunities. Swapping between the rifle and the Util. It's the smoke that gets him in the end. The response from Fnatic, a double push through doors, but it's being watched. Flank covered by Artsin. He'll be caught in the window. Zhenim needs to get out of there. Makes it to the corner at least. They know now there's heavy numbers coming from mid. 2 players spotted. Paranoia will be used.
Cover going out.
Even a smoke down there as well. The challenge on the site has to come from Kayak. He's the only player coming from that angle. And Alpha takes a risk walking through the smoke, but it's worked out. Big advantage for Fnatic. Taken down to equal footing, but Verno on 4 HP is being pushed back, the time ticking, and they still have to deal with Aspas in the corner. They've done so flawlessly. It's looking dangerous. Verno had a chance there, but he's fallen all the way back as time has ticked rather all the way to the end. A Red Bull clutch coming in, and the patience there, a margin of 4 HP that gets the round for MIBR.
Yeah, I think as well, just that late round realization from Verno that the clock was gone. Didn't need to stay and fight, didn't need to do anything other than staying alive. And if this was a bonus round, we'd be talking about it as like, okay, that's incredibly costly for the side of MIBR. But as said, that was a fairly heavy investment coming out from Fnatic. It's going to leave them in an interesting spot, but I am looking at the Outlaw. There are 3 players, 1 shot to that gun. Kayak could be a problem.
Positions on short, the drone to be denied by that Viper wall. Won't get any information, but as long as it's not a creep up on long, they're happy enough to give up A control because he'll be walking right into that Outlaw. For MIBR, space is taken elsewhere. And really, it's this deep position from Alpha here that could be a pretty massive problem. They've got the turret down. This turret's covering the walk up in Garage as well as the alarm bot, so it's not even about taking out one piece of utility. You'll also have to deal with that turret or smoke it off if you want to take the space for free.
A little bit of extra information, but doing anything more than that's going to be difficult. The battle of Alpha and Zhenim could be Integra. I think that was actually a dink that was just connected through the wall, so already getting tickled a little bit. And the patience of Alpha are going to be everything. That spot is being checked though. Zhenim very careful. Time starting to tick. Chronicle wants to try and make a play, and he may have just made the play of the round. A quick double. Boaster now gets another, and 20 seconds left on the clock. I think MIBR might just have to make the decision to retreat here. That aggressive peek through from Chronicle has just ended the round in its tracks.
Especially after they saw Alpha here on long and no contest on the utility being broken other than a spam from the defender side of Garage. You don't expect someone to be that deep on the site. And even if they are, you don't expect them to just go walking through that smoke. It's a huge gamble. But it pays off massively for Chronicle.
Just the way that he put down that Viper screen. Like, it was basically just to give them that back sight almost for free. Like, placing it so that, okay, it gives you the cross onto the door as well in Garage so that you can constantly try and make things awkward for them.
This Volg, bro?
but then he uses that wall to actually get himself a little bit of extra space.
Kron almost as surprised as MIBR were there to see him. A 3-1 start. Strong display from Fnatic. MIBR put their credits on the line. 3 rifles bought, but they're left with 2 pistols. It doesn't seem to matter. They've almost overrun this C site.
Look at the damage though.
And the stun is perfect. Kayak is completely stuck in place, but he caught Aspas anyways. And Boaster's there to help out. The retake on the site before the spike even made it. And even the flank from Crashy's insult to injury. MIBR, they've been flattened.
Yeah, I think it was a TP as well from Jenum. I bet he wish he had that online right now. He's not going to be able to retrieve the spike, but I think it was the initial damage, maybe by Althea, that was done. So even though that stun was perfect onto Kayak, he needed to land a single bullet. And now, well, Jenum's just going to peek into an off-angle Crashies. Fnatic on that defensive side have got off to a flying start, which, considering at times that was their real detriment, versus BBL back regionally. 1-9 on the defense. Versus Heretics, they had a similar fate, 1-10 on the defense. It was always their attack side that looked strong, and I'm not surprised that after the last time they played, MIBR getting a 10-2 half, well, I can tell you for free, even if you're a mathematician, that is out of the question.
And a timeout will be called by MIBR. Realizing the dire straits they now navigate. Economy in the bin, saying it's already bad with the 4 rounds for Fnatic. That same success we've seen from MIBR now denied, but it can get even worse. It should get even worse with this round, a seeming weakness. I'll probably be discussing the plans for the next. Made in Brazil, 2-0 against BLG, 13-5 on Fnatic's map pick. It looked like they were a shoe-in. Even that first half on Abyss, there were moments there. 7-5 at the halftime. With the pistol under their belt, sure, it's still a close game. But since then, it's been nothing but Fnatic colors.
Oh yeah, there was also a round that Burner almost won them with an Odin in, was it 2v5? Like, there were moments where they could have been out of sight in that first half. But that's all in the past now. I felt like this pause was needed out from Fraud. It was mentioned on the desk by Doug that the man needs a raise. I'll be honest, after map 1, I could definitely understand it. They looked impressive, but nothing has been guaranteed so far in this tournament, and just because they've looked so good, it doesn't mean that if they fall to the lowers, that they will get out.
Huge shock dart damage early on. But it's really Aspas we're looking at. The ult popped, the only saving grace of this round. He has to do so much with it, even walking through the snake fight, and he'll find himself 2, weakens up Crashies, but Kayak, each barrel as deadly as the next. He set them up for success, and Althier's hammered it home.
Ah, you can't do an Eldar. You gotta save that one for when Benji's on the other side of the stage. You can't be doing that now. Oh God. What a round. Such a great start from Aspas to be able to get them into position, but in the past on this map, they ran the double duelist of... I would have won a high five after that.
Yeah, I'd back out of that interaction.
But the fact is, it is, well, the players who played the double duelist, Kayak and Althea, that saved them from what could have been an immediate return after the pause. That would have certainly got the win back in the sails of MIBR. Instead, it's a decent round, but not a win.
This is the round that most hope sat with. Rifles for MIBR, immediate responses. They look to take the site control. The paranoia was sent through. Now from the attack side, the same. Around the left side, they look to fight as Alpha, dodging the paranoia that had been sent in, took his space. Crashies, lands on the Cortesia, and looks for more. He's finding 2. MIBR, half the numbers of their opponent at 2 versus 4, and nothing to show for it.
Oh, this is the Althea that's scariest. I remember rounds where he used to just jump out of the window and garage, spray down 3. Like, he's in that sort of gamble mode. I'm willing to fight anyone at any moment, in any place, at any time. He walked in when they didn't even know how much of the site they'd already lost. Now sits alone on the A site. That's one of the few gaps as if they can clear this man, they have a chance, but with the alarm bot down, he's buying time. An immediate rotation. Verno's done well. This now definitely makes things that little bit more interesting, but the HP, it's going to be a little bit lower. A missed shot, and a chance for Artson to take that extra space.
But now they've got it. Oh! Cross onto the side, and it's looking easy. Artson, all three for him. He has just pulled out a big play right when they needed it. All the credits on the line, a full investment, and a streak from Fnatic. It was building up some serious heat, but they have snuffed out those sparks of hope.
Again, just perfect decision making on the target that he chose. Isolated 1v1s and won every single one of them. Spoke about the confidence of Fnatic, but it might have just taken a beating. A 2 versus 4 that has gone the way of MIBR. Of course, the economy of Fnatic is nowhere near as damaged as that of the other side. Kayak now with the operator in hand. He might just get the first for free, but Verno is not going to give him the angle.
It seems there's no shortage of players who can rewrite the script in these rounds. MIBR need to build on the confidence that they've just found in that previous round. Even coming into this with weaknesses, full ultimates for Fnatic. Full rifles as well.
Alpha's playing contact off his turret over on short. They'll likely be losing the space on the site itself, but again, time is being bought. Hunter's Fury being used. A little bit out of distance will be Aspas, so it's not going to have the play, but that contact is still there from Alpha. He goes swinging a little bit early though, wary that he might be losing the site and wants to try and join up with his team.
They're going to double up on that short fight, but the wraparound from MIBR sends Aspas straight into the mixer. Alphayer falling with just one, and Kayak, he'll try to escape, but he can't quite activate the ult in time. In fact, he activated it just in time to lose it. And Cortezia seals the deal for MIBR, 3-5 now. This was looking like a damning start from them, but they found what they needed in that pause.
I think they've just been patient, and then the follow-up of Artson every time. Like Aspas is taking the space, getting them the openers, but he's the man that's dancing within all of that chaos. And coming out with a 3K in back-to-back rounds. It took some time, it took a pause, and a couple in a row, but MIBR are most certainly back in this map.
Go, go, go.
Oh yeah, they've built up enough steam now. They've done enough damage that Fnatic, they don't have a lot to invest. Weaknesses, but that won't stop them from pushing. Look at this, A-long, C-long, both taken deep by Fnatic, playing that early info game. The gate crash soon to fade away. It's going to be a rotate far from the A side as well. If Kayak takes it, he's out of the action, and it's now faded. No fallback anymore. Kayak is stuck with the ground he's taken. He's alone as well. No one else anywhere near long. Tucking in, hoping he isn't cleared. He's going to be spotted. How much more can he get? Just the one. But crashes from afar makes it costly.
This round, they may have lost the rifle, but with a man advantage and still crashes in the off angle. He's landing a second shot already. Individually hoping to drag the team through, but they're also being locked in from behind. A wraparound. Cortezia in a bit of trouble, but does well. Manages to isolate a fight, but he's seeing it now. He realizes Crashies is trying to bait him into the duel. Alphayer still on that flank, but can't beat King of the turrets. Waiting, still manages to land the shot and looks for a little more. It is Alphayer and Crashies that deliver the MasterCard Thrifty. And well, it seems like that comeback was short-lived.
You look back at Abyss as well, we had a few moments like this where it seems like MIBR did the hard work, but they stumble on the easy task of what should be. This was their chance to pull it back to just a one-round difference.
30 seconds left.
To keep this close to even at half in the worst-case scenario, but now Fnatic right back into things with a MasterCard Thrifty. We've talked about the ultimates. There's still a lot online, and this round will start with the Viper's Pit securing this seaside. Look how much ground that covers as well. C-Long and Garage walkout covered. The turret watching for the walk into Garage. The alarm bot covering C-Long. I mean, they can stack heavy towards A in this late round.
Of course. The worry is if this short control is lost, the likelihood is so will the A site. Lockdown available for Cortesia. Immediately thrown into play. Counter will be put through, but then Hunter's Fury used as the trap card to that. It means that there needs to be a retreat into the corner. And while Artsin already chasing Crashies, though he found a gap. That gap was enough to give them two, and the retreat back from Kayak means that the man advantage sits with Fnatic.
But the pit, that's where things can change, but it's the Viper fighting up close. Artsin needs to win this fight, and he will. Shenum elsewhere, lands one towards heaven.
One enemy remaining.
And now it's falling apart for Fnatic. Chronicle, he wants to save this weapon, but they don't want him to. Still, you can't push much further into this, or you give him a chance of actually winning the round. So that operator carried forward, or should be. Chronicle has the choice to just run away, but he wants to make it more costly if they'll offer up the duels. Fair enough. A back and forth couple of rounds, though. MIBR showing that no matter what they come into the round with, they've always got the potential to fight back.
Yeah, I think this was one that they desperately needed. Firstly, just because there was a chance for the scoreline to slip away, but also you can't use three of the most high-impact ults in the game and not win the round. The lockdown was there to get in. The Hunter's Fury was there to deny the opponents. And then the Viper's Pit was there to make it impossible. The fun fact, though, is that Shenum did end up doing a lot of the work, like catching out the players outside of the pit. That was going to be the bigger problem with the gap that was left, but he did fantastically well. Now moves up to the top of the board for his team. Even still, though, Fnatic do have a purchase, and I think the loss here for either side will put their economy in the dust.
This could be the round that decides the score at the halftime. Still potential for a big lead from Fnatic. And now MIBR have to make this push happen with limited ultimates. Shenum can still go up into heaven. That's exactly what he's going to do. Taking that control deep. Avoids it once the reveal comes through. And so they lose that little bit of space, that little dagger in the back, as it should have been.
Crashies have been playing so smart so far. And his aim has been there alongside. Already spotting two pushing up. He is going to get caught, but falls back. Doesn't want to overface. The worry is if Kayak's going to get out of here in time. Already, though, Crashies is back in. Swinging off the back of the utility. Aspas trying to hold on, but the rest of the team is still choked out, looking to make it in. They need to try and win this fight, and even the Classic has found a dink. Almost makes it too easy in the end. An immediate response out of the side of Fnatic, and as said, Mitch, that round was so important for how this half is going to be delivered.
Well, this was just great stall as well, coming in from Chronicle. He throws in a snakebite alongside the poison orb on A-Long, and that leaves Aspas isolated for so long. It lets them deal with the rest of the squad, turn their attention to Aspas in full focus. Good, like three players fighting him there.
More older than them be IGL, bro. Come on.
Hey, he's been doing a pretty good job.
Well, a lot more needed for MIBR. And look at the weaknesses here. As we said, that round carried so much weight for Fnatic. Artsin, oh, he's caught.
Spike down mid.
Well, he managed to catch Kayak off. He managed to dodge the shot, but he won't take the kill. Kayak hitting the full gate crash out of there while they're being picked apart towards B in the window towards Garage as well. MIBR getting nothing for their trouble, as it seems like Fnatic have found their second win.
This is looking like a very rough position to fight back from. Cortesia 2 and 10. He's been having a tough game. He'd need to put that number up significantly. And he's got Hunter's Fury literally hunting him down. The half will end 8-4, and Fnatic go in with a substantial lead.
That's a pretty flawless act from Fnatic. A 4-round lead at the halftime. A big resurgence from this squad, looking completely different than the team we saw on Bind. Now all that's left to do is close this out after the break.
One enemy remaining.
Target acquired.
Welcome back, folks. 8-4 at the halftime. Fnatic have quite a substantial lead after looking down and out of the game on their pick find. We're here on the final map. One of these teams will be heading straight to playoffs, and for Fnatic, it's just a couple rounds away now.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Coinbase Econ report. It has definitely been well, I'd say a game of two halves within the half. Like a couple of moments that came out for Artsim, but the man I was highlighting throughout, Alfie has been on form. And he's been causing issues to, well, if you look at the damage dealt, mostly Aspas, which, well, when that's the case, that's always going to be difficult. He is the tip of the spear on that attack side. And for the defense of MIBR, we didn't really get to see much of it. When they played against BLG, it was a 3-0 second half, but they need to really dig deep, and I think it's going to have to start with a pistol round, otherwise this game might just be too far gone.
Well, it was looking like such a comfortable map for them, and yet they're streaking together 2 rounds at most. They're finding one here or there. Looking lost when it comes to finding solutions, which certainly wasn't a problem on Bind. But Fnatic have tightened up the ship. They've started to play together. They've found that form again as a team. And this is where they look the most dangerous. You back them into a corner, and they have fought you right back to yours. Now it's MIBR who have to make the bounce back. And it starts with this pistol round.
Seems like a mid-walk is the play. That turret already giving the game away, though. Even the expectation of, okay, it technically shot at the second player, it doesn't matter, because if you're the Fnatic players, you're going to start spamming that wall. Already gone, but Aspas is going to try and stick around. Now, he can't go any further because the alarm bot is waiting. Is Alfia going to ego peek him? Is that the swing, or are they going to try and wrap round behind? Just look at the players in mid. They now know he's here. There really isn't an escape. There's no way back. He almost managed to take one with him, but
careful.
Fnatic have dealt with the danger. Now 4 stand in their way.
A slow attack side, a staple of this team. Their downfall when it came to Bind. It's already paid off here in the pistol, and this will be a nail in MIBR's coffin. Not the final one, but one that will certainly hurt. 9-4, potential 10-4 scoreline, and a massive comeback. They still have hope of taking this pistol. The stack up towards the A site.
30 seconds left.
Although Spike is not going with these players, this looks to be a ruse on A.
You don't normally see fakes when you already have a man advantage. They're trying to pull all that utility, and to be honest, that's exactly what they've done. They've already got rid of the paranoia that was sent in to try and deny this late play. Art's in. Oh, it needs to be more. It's a little bit whiffy. He'll at least get his one, but the fact is, when you're already a man down and a post plant, and just look at some of the positions that are there for Fnatic Boaster, he might even just be setting up a paranoia from behind. I think he's going to do it potentially through the wall. That's exactly the case. Just leave them blind, but there's nobody currently on the spike. A one-way also in play, and now he looks to wrap around. They knew he was coming. The paranoia gave it away, but it doesn't seem to matter. This man has been impeccable on the attack sides, and Cortesia, it's not even enough time.
No, he's already gone. Denying orbs, maybe the best that he can do, finding one for himself, but that spike will confirm the round for Fnatic. 9 on the board, another pistol, and this injection of rounds, well, it makes an already steep climb into an almost impossible ascent.
Oh, we didn't need that slow mode. We didn't need that. I love this flank. I love the paranoia coming through from the back as well. So much more difficult
you know
to
what
avoid.
Happened? I'm shooting. I have zero shots. Bro.
I like the bro. 9-4. Again, it's only classics. Fnatic at this point should know that there's not really been much investment into these rounds from MIBR, so all you need to really do is find out where the stack is, which at times is easier said than done, but on a 3-site map, plenty of opportunities.
Well, the rhythm building here on the attack side. Should be an easy conversion, as again we see MIBR go for this 0 investment.
Not this time.
Full classic round. even the risks being taken here. It's the one player from Fnatic with a pistol who'll go walkabouts, and yeah, they take him down, but only a sheriff to be retrieved. Let's see if that comes back to haunt them.
It's going to be the group up of Kayak. Now, I like the rotation that's already come in. Cortesia on C. Drone going to be sent in towards Garage, but the probing is looking like a B site hit once again, doubling down on what they did in the pistol. And normally this is the site that has a bit more ease in terms of the retakes, but when you don't have any guns, that becomes incredibly difficult.
Yeah, I think it's an easy choice to play down towards mid. The only thing to be cautious of is Shannon putting down a smoke, making it hard to deny that defuse. So you're going to see kind of sticking around. Gate crash enables him to get out quick, and Shannon's the one to fall. The smoke on the right side, just blocking off one of the angles, making it much more difficult for Aspas, and with nothing to obscure vision, that defuse should be impossible.
Out of charges.
And in fact, with how slow MIBR are playing, I wouldn't be surprised if, again, their game plan is just deny these orbs. Kayak's already in a position where, with that death, he's 2 away from the dimensional drift. A very valuable ultimate to have online. The rest will just go down to the spike.
Yeah, and I want to give credit where it's due as well. I think since that second half of Abyss, Kayak has come alive. I think he was definitely missing in the first series, first map as well. I was definitely worried, but now sits atop the board alongside Crashies. And this is the terrifying prospect when you play against Fnatic. If every single player is online, you are done. Like, they have so much experience, so much talent. And for MIBR, 6 rounds behind, both pistols lost. Only 2 in a row currently brought together at a time. And they need a serious streak of rounds to show us that they are still in this match.
Well, this is it. It's becoming more and more difficult for MIBR, but this has to be the final stoppage point for the defensive side. Their last stand of sorts, a full investment. Fnatic looking at 11 and possibly 12 rounds on the back of a win here, and Kayak will be isolated on A. While there's presence shown towards Garage, right? So this is clear to MIBR. They're facing a slow default. You're also facing Fnatic, so you expect that. So there's no need for over-rotations with that man advantage.
Play, of course, there's still a buy in the next round for Fnatic. Artsin needs to at least get one here, and he will. Looking for a little bit more. The spam doesn't work out, but he has support, and Althea desperately low on HP, hoping for a miracle spray of his own. It leaves Chronicle left, but he's on the other side of the map. Maybe just hoping to sell some sort of ruse, hoping for the backstab probably later into the round, but wow. He might get a backstab, but I don't think he's going to be winning this one. And even the backstab seems unlikely. Look at Verno's position. He is well aware of the ground that could have been lost.
Yeah, holding on to the weapon here, I think, holds the most
10
value
seconds left
for Chronicle. Still be capable of a full buy in the next. Not out of danger just yet, but that is a great step towards success for MIBR. 10-5, now half the rounds that their opponents have put on the board. They need to keep this up with rifles in hand. And this one, again, what we've seen, especially looking at Bind, is how good MIBR have been against that slow play from Fnatic, against those defaults on Fnatic's attack side. You start to wonder if we could be seeing a quick round from...
Nice, boys, nice, let's go. Let's go back
attacking
to
side
Mibr.
coming into this next one. That might be the solution.
Well, I think as well, the way they play Bind, it felt like a lot of it was very reliant on their executes, maybe waiting to see if there was aggression from the double duelist. I don't think that's the case on this map. They know they need to pressure a little bit more, and especially with the Viper in play, they can shroud a lot of that. Artsin, though, okay. This C-site long control has worked out wonderfully. Maybe hoping to get the orb onto Kayak, have that dimensional drift. Verno is even going to spot 2 more players, and then for Fnatic, it almost comes down to, okay, we can't just rush into this A-site anymore, even with our players going down on the other side of the map.
Yeah, which is a shame as well, because for MIBR, this round was 1A, 1B, and 3 players on C long. Like, that firing squad completely overwhelmed the, again, slow approach they were going for. Methodically clearing out this map did not work for Fnatic. But they'll go back towards C. And now the rotations have already come in. 2-2 and not even a 1 towards C, as it's a very passive one. Cortezio. But they're not hitting there. I mean, they have no information to work with. A save might even be the best play in the 3v5 just because of where their economy is.
Wait, I don't mind the way MIBR are setting up either. It's just like that C site has always been one of the easier to retake. Obviously, the long post plant used to be the aim of the game, but that's not really going to work out for them. And for MIBR, having a clean round, it basically, especially with the way that the game is going, how far behind they are and the likelihood of consistent buys, having one before your reset is so important. So them just keeping everybody standing, not going to risk any of those ults. And sure, you can see the players starting to have a little bit of a peek, have a look around, see if they can find any of these remaining players. They will not be able to. A couple in a row for MIBR. Still one hell of a road left to walk on. But the fact is, Fnatic are now going to go back in. And the likelihood as well, yeah, I was going to say, Kayak's just going to buy up with an SMG, probably have a shorty in his back pocket, and then try and make a play with that ult.
That's the other thing, right? You have those 3 weapons. You want to save them because one other player can buy, and you've got a dimensional drift on Kayak who's dead. But if he's alive at start of round, that weaker weapon doesn't matter whatsoever. Even the Stinger can be so useful coming out of the dimensional drift. Early aggression from MIBR. 3 players on C last round. Now it's a 3-man push-up onto A-Long, and the steps being baited by Aspis. He's playing further back, breaking the drone, and they've already spotted 1 more player. The third shouldn't be expected, and it is Verno. Luckily, he wasn't hit by the vulnerable.
Oh, they are fighting this tooth
through. It's
nail.
a big fight.
Yeah, aggressive push up from Aspis to try and help out, and he's managed to keep things even, at least for now. The rotation from the remaining players coming through that B site. 2 still standing for either side. Hudson from above. Crashies is watching for this, but he will eventually have to plant the spike. Even still, though, he's the one to take damage. And Cortezia's made it through. I don't know if the barrel was actually spotted. It was. And the Snake Biter's bought a little bit of extra time, but Boaster is there. Another high-impact round from him on this attack side. And now Fnatic just 2 away from claiming victory and making it into the top 8.
It was a great play from MIBR. I love the idea to go so aggressive on A-Long. They haven't tried that with those kind of numbers before. But Fnatic are so vigilant in clearing those corners and taking every single fight as if the stack was there. A wonderful read. And it's gotten them up to 11.
The Brashies is back.
But here we see the value now for MIBR of having that clean round previously, of having that flawless. They can still invest, and they need to. A loss here, and the map is likely gone. The series with it.
Oh! That was Aspis buying up an operator. That was meant to be the decisive factor of this round, him claiming A control. That's why you see them with a lot of personnel elsewhere, and Kayak has just walked in, domed him in the first seconds of the round. That's such a huge pick to start things off.
It's Fnatic that can afford to take those risks. Being 11-6 up, a little bit of bravado, a little bit of confidence on display. Verno, the man who was 15-2 on the attack side when MIBR played it. He is certainly struggling here. The whole team is, it looked like a style mismatch when it came to Bind, but Fnatic looking like the far stronger team in these last 2.
Yeah, we've seen the individuals step up, and one of them has been Kayak. That second half of Abyss has lit a fire beneath the rookie. Feels weird calling him a rookie at this point. But the fact is, 2 kills already, dominating that A-Long control, and Alfier is just waiting. That's it, he's just patient. Finally makes his move, but has escaped the corner without Genom even realizing that time starting to tick down, and actually Artson has caught out Chronicle. And with 20 seconds left on the clock, Genom's position could be a nightmare for Fnatic. If he manages to win this fight, he might just be able to drop the spike. Already knows the players are looking to try and make the move. He's caught one. Still sat in the corner. That time's starting to tick away. They need to get in here, and the time surely is gone! MIBR, from the depths of defeat, have somehow stepped up.
Another important round for this squad. Their credits were on the line, and they lose opening picks towards that A site, but oh man, what an opening from Kayak. The fact that they don't fully rotate to the A, the fact that they stick around on B, the fact that you even had this bait coming from Cortesia behind, he was the one spamming down towards mid. It really, especially with the space on the A site, you'll never assume that there's a second player on B tucked in the corner, but good note-taking from MIBR that Fnatic have been favoring that B site plant in late rounds when they don't have control.
But that's the thing, it's like, it's always the saying of like, one team playing checkers and the other playing chess. But I feel like in this case, the checkers team won. It was just stick to what you were doing. And Fnatic, I felt like they overthought it. It's easy to say from our perspective, but when you get those two openers, it felt like the round was already over.
Alpha's feeling it today.
Yeah, he's been chased down, but look at what it's done. From potentially 12-6, and maybe the economy even broken on the other side, especially after they bought an operator in the last round, to 11-7, only pistols available, and a chance to, well, close that gap even further for MIBR. They now have a chance.
Let's see if Fnatic can take advantage of the crescendo of chaos with pistols flooding the site. It's a bloodbath to start, and none of it drawn in favor of Fnatic. Boaster and Alpha left alone, clinging on for dear life as the IGL on short. 25 HP, and it feels like that shorty will be what takes him down. 12 seconds, and even if he finds one, the impact negligible. He goes for the knife kill, but the blade meets two barrels. 11-8 with a flawless round. MIBR buying themselves a safety net.
That one was important. Same as the last. Keep things nice and clean. Get some of that confidence back. A big victory from a huge deficit. And now that 4 of the last 5 have gone the way of MIBR, even if maybe round 18 should have been theirs, Fnatic are going to take a pause. Maybe some of those characteristics from the first map starting to slip in a little bit. And with how much of a lead they've had, and well, if anything, based on history going into their favored side of the map, they don't want to give anything over to MIBR, because the second that game starts to get close, the second those players start to believe, and when hope's on your side, well, another wise man once said, belief is everything. Kind of.
Wise man? Yeah, I was gonna say. Another man said that. Some other dude.
Some dude, yeah. Scott knows him quite well.
Well, 3 rounds in it. Fnatic making use of that timeout, but you gotta think, last time they sat opposite Aspis on that champion stage, it was a defeat for the core of Fnatic. They'll remember that. With rounds building up in favor of the defense, they're not far from a painful reminder of just how it felt.
Go, go, go.
They are still in the lead, but it does feel like those last couple could have been a momentum shift. Aspas has been mostly shut down. The last time he had an operator, he lasted about 5 seconds in the round before his head was ripped off. This time he's looking to stick to that aggressive position, but he's been caught. Tagged low, and Kayak looking to lead the charge, but they fall back, and Genom is waiting.
Well, the spark's being lit for MIBR, and they are fanning it into a flame. A veritable inferno for the defense.
There.
An opening found, but Aspas tagged low. Fnatic losing Alfier is a lot of control lost. They have to stick around these mid positions. They have to be worried about a C flank. But it looks like, again, favoring the B site. They will be shifting their way up, but in a 4v5, they still have Kayak and Chronicle playing on the extremities. It's going to leave them weak if they do decide to push this B site.
The bait, the fake TP into the B side didn't bait the rotation, maybe in the way they expected. Viper's Pit instead goes down over on the A site. It shuts down where they can rotate. Bear in mind, Aspas is still holding on to that cross, but he will be smoked off. Stun available, and again, It's starting to get into those late round positions. Bear in mind, there is a Hunter's Fury available. Now maybe in the C site it's not going to work. I don't know. 12 seconds. If they are going to go for it, it has to be now. And they're running into the site. Hunter's Fury is coming through behind them. They're taking damage on the way in. And yeah, already another being caught. The round is just over. Sometimes you feel like it's Fnatic versus MIBR. Other times you feel like it's Fnatic versus the clock.
That's after a timeout, Tom. I mean, you see them in garage. You've not baited any utility on C. You know that the Killjoy's holding there. You know they've got a Hunter's Fury. Your economy's in the bin. Why would you push that? That's absolute madness. I know this team's comfortable playing against the clock, but hell, throw your weapons off the map and run up mid backwards at that point. That is madness at this stage of the game, this late. And they've just given MIBR the 3rd round in a row. First time we've seen more than 2 chained together for MIBR, and they should be getting another. As now Fnatic are on a light buy. This is a disaster of their own making.
We've seen it throughout the series that at times Fnatic's biggest enemy is themselves, or time. You can look at it either way. But as said, give that little bit over, and MIBR begin to believe they can turn this back. In fact, I think they're fully in at this point. The timing of the Hunter's Fury from Werner was sublime. I was worried he'd be too far away, but because they got caught in that garage choke, he had them dead to rights. A rifle dropped over to Kayak. And a chance for him to be the hero he's been in so many rounds for this squad. They're still walking into a fairly stacked up site, and this is the amount of times that a player has been caught by that peak. And while Shenam's actually just going to go back in for more, he's going back in for everything!
Obviously there's weaknesses here for Fnatic in terms of the weapons. They only had the 1 rifle, but I don't care what's in their hands. It's the manner of how they're playing these rounds. They look lost in that previous. And the same here, Boaster's set with utility, there's no one even close by. Shenam's in with a 4K, and these have been big momentum builders for MIBR. They are chaining these rounds together, and a big problem with Bind is it seemed like Fnatic, they couldn't come up with solutions, they completely stalled out. And if I just look at the last 2 rounds, it looks like that's happening again. I mean, how last round was a rookie quarterback's dream, a step-by-step on how to throw.
Let's go, boys!
11-10. They're still in the lead. Come in with a lot of ultimates getting either close or already online. Aspas' operator back in play once again, and early control already gathered up towards the A side. That's probably where they would have hoped on MIBR side that Aspas would be. Instead, he's taking full C control. They're going to start boxing them in. Look at the rotation already happening from this defensive side. They've gambled a player over and again. This top box has been top shelf for the side of MIBR. That's another opener from that position.
This is it, man. This is money invested for Fnatic. MIBR might be pushing up to 12 if they lose this. 1 minute on the clock. So don't expect a push for the next 40 seconds or so, but it looks like they will get ahead of it. Reveal's going through. Ready to break into this site, but Hunter's Fury's gonna have to land. Have to find its mark. It's 1 man, but there's so many more on the site itself. Oh, nice work from Kayak. Nice work from Chronicle. Fnatic back on the horse at last. That shock dart could be deadly. Chron just about dodges it.
Now they have some pretty high impact potential ults to use. Dimensional Drift if they want the info, but I think they might just gamble the pit. It's definitely being considered. The blockade of Kayak put into play, and in the meantime, Alpha's dropped another. It seemed like they might be on their last legs, but instead, Fnatic fight back in force. Cortesia with no chance of turning this round. Well, Alpha will go looking. Maybe just hoping, I think it was, to get that ultimate online. The rest of the players are going to sit back and wait. And that will be Kayak with his 3rd. A brilliant round from him individually, even if at times Fnatic may have fumbled. This guy has been solid.
Yeah, closing out the 4 versus 5. It really seemed like Fnatic had gone silent in these last couple of rounds. Barely a sign of life, but every note fell into place here. Having the pit online to further lock it down when players were tagged so low. Couldn't agree with Boaster more.
Nice con as well.
That was a huge round for Fnatic, a much needed one. And we will have the final timeout for MIBR called here and now. Trailing by 2, but still in with a shot. They've got the full investment, a couple of ultis as well. They're facing off against the same.
But that's the thing. Like when you have that 4-round streak, or even 6 of the last 7, you kind of look at it and go, okay, we're in the game, we're running them down, we're building momentum, we're getting further and further into the game and closer, and then they hit map point. And that can be a breaking point, and I think Prod knows it. It is exactly when he should be taking this pause, not that there's many other opportunities to do so. And if he can find the words that rallies the troops, we've seen some brilliant play. Artson, Jenem especially, in this final map have been superb. Can they streak the final 2 together? They have shown they are a competitor, even versus the best of the best. This is a team that went out 0-4 in maps at the last event versus a team that finished 2nd. It should be a caliber diff, but it definitely hasn't been.
No, not even close. A 2-round gap for MIBR. Ground to be made up. They're coming off the back of a big streak, interrupted by Fnatic here. Right as they were about to probably claim the lead. As we said, still able to get that full investment.
Well, drone has been deleted. Fnatic right back to this slow pace, and Aspas, I feel like he's cursed. He's on the wrong side of the map every single time. Dimensional drift being used. Bear in mind, there's also a lockdown on either side. The attack one goes in first, but is there going to be an immediate response? There is.
That's spammed in a lot of damage. Alpha's lucky to still be alive. TP used into backside. It spotted Artson. He's running for his life, but he'll be caught, and that is not a good look. Blood in the water immediately as Artson falls.
Deploying drone.
A little bit more needed for Fnatic to close this one out. The dive in from Jenem presents a danger, and Kayak's the one to eat the bullet on the other side. Trades back and forth. The Sharks are circling here for Fnatic. Hungry for that final kill. One last strike, and playoffs is theirs. The series along with it. This started out terribly. They had to climb their way back in. And the slide in from Aspas may undo all their hard work. Chronicle in a 1 versus 1. A single shot to lock in playoffs. And he will strike the final blow. 2-1. Fnatic win it with a Red Bull clutch.
That's the guy you want in those late round scenarios. That's the guy that saves the day. So clean with it at the end. 7 HP is all that was left. Before that could have been a response. And while this squad on the other side of MIBR, they came into this tournament after not even making it to playoffs in Americas. They have made Fnatic sweat more than most would expect. It's a great showing, but the fact is only one of them has made it into the playoffs here today. And well, it's a great day for EMEA. They will join Heretics as another of the squads to make it to playoffs.
What a debut, though, from MIBR on that champ stage. They looked absolutely clean in their opening matchup, but here, pushing Fnatic the distance, making them sweat, as you said, but it wasn't enough to claim the day. Fnatic now have time to prepare for playoffs. They have a little bit of a break, well earned after this series. They'll certainly need it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think there's going to be a lot of things they're going to talk about after the match, about maybe things that need to be changed, but we talk about this squad often, about the resilience that they had. And I think more importantly for Kayak, after a few dud maps throughout this tournament so far, in the last 2 he was the difference maker. I think if he didn't have the performance on this map here, it could have been a very different story. And on the last map as well, a big part of that flawless attack side is he plays into that perfect system. Is this the best Fnatic have ever looked? Maybe not, but is it a team that's building their way into that championship form? I think so.
Certainly a step in the right direction for this squad. But for MIBR as well, are all signs pointing towards them being a strong contender here. That victory over BLG and a close one here against Fnatic, but it wasn't enough. In the end, Fnatic take the dub. It's time to go down to the stage where Crashies is standing by for the Verizon post-match interview.
Plaisir d'accueillir Crashies ici à Paris.